I was nothing. But then I decided, enough waiting. One idea was on my mind. That was to build my version of Rome, bit by bit. While the world doubted, I persevered and built something mega. This is Anno, Pax Romana, and I took on the challenge it has to offer. If you love city builders and movies alike, please subscribe for more. Let's get stuck in. Well, welcome yourselves to Lord Lemon. We're going to go advanced and quickly edit. So we're going to keep things pretty simple. So we're going to basically just full refund cost of buildings, and building relocation is on. Everything else we can keep as is. Game settings itself, we're going to have flagship, starting island activated, everything else standard, and world map will be like this as well, except we're going to go large islands to start. The world seed is 7698, and everything else with pirates and all that we'll have on. And then so 3.5 stars, I think that's good for our first run. Here's our rivals. We have Tarragon, Dorian, and Zara Nitu. All hopefully should give us a fun playthrough. Province selection is going to be Latium. Okay, we are in, and let's take a look. First, I'm going to set the time to midday just to keep it nice and light, and we'll keep it static. We've got 15,000 starts, so we've gone for kind of a default there. We're going to have to get things up and running, and first is going to be wood. We got lucky, actually. We are archipelago on this area, so we are fine.
Waiting.
The boat, we'll go and say hello to these guys, then we'll make our way around the map. And what we're going to do is get our wood going. And honestly, it's going to be as close as I can to these guys without causing an issue. Probably get 3. This might go to 4 eventually. We'll go 3 though. And then we need to get our houses and stuff. We've still got the wood. The wood production is completely free, by the way, so we don't need to worry about that. Business-wise, we're just going to quickly get our first residence. I need to decide. We've got a pretty good spot here, haven't we? So I might sacrifice it. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh, wow. I was going to say we'll sacrifice going over, but actually we're going to need to get these guys in. So let's go blueprint a second, and let's just get a couple of blocks going in the middle. And we're saying hello to all the guys. I'm going to go around this though, so we're not touching the wood. I just want to make sure these are all still good. That one's 67. I'm going to move that over 1, and then we should be fine. That one's 86. So we've got, well, one friend over this way. We'll give respectful greetings to both. We can see how they start to set up. Nothing too exciting. We are the baby blue kind of color. We're going to get the first lot of houses in. Hopefully we can get some people coming, and then our needs will be met. So let's go fish to start. We're going to get these in ASAP, to be honest. I'm going to get 2 basic ones there, and we'll get a road just across, and we'll put 1 fishery in to hopefully meet needs to actually populate this place. And it is very much just going to be waiting for that. I need to decide where our first lot of farms are going to go. And honestly, I think up there is a good idea. So if I build towards this and we build over the river, I think I like the idea of that, and then try and get onto this. Then a bit of industry maybe at the top. I don't know. We'll plan it out as much as we can. But for now, I'm going to use this kind of area. I'm going to bring the road right in, and we're going to set up our first lot of farms this way. And I'm going to use the dodgy edge pieces to do so. There we go. And we'll start just pushing the farms up this. It will look weird until I put the next ones in, and we'll fill all that out. Let's quickly say hello to Dorian, though.
I am Dorian.
Extend a polite greeting. Just got to wait for the population to come so I can continue planning. And then porridge. We'll get 2 this way, as well as a warehouse. I think the warehouse, though, will have this side. And let's go ahead and get one in. Well, here we go. We'll wish him well and get the free 10 wood. So we can buy a supply and get 20 for 400 gold, or we can seize it and they'll be unhappy. But I'm going to wish him well. We'll just take the nice, simple middle ground. We'll put our roads around these guys, and then hopefully once they start coming in, there they are, we should be able to populate these guys out. So I'm going to save a bit of room for where we want to put stuff. And I think if we build this way, I'm going to leave this middle section. And I will be probably moving things around. I'm going to try and get these with a good space between them so I can get businesses in the middle. I think that'll fit our businesses. We'll find out in a minute. No, it's going to be very gritty to start. But I do plan on giving some nice decorations out eventually anyway. Let's see where we're at. And we'll continue with all this wood just to get the houses in, and so it begins. There's quite a nice little hill actually that we've got. So we've met all our first lot. We're going to go on out now to the side islands, see if we can find something with olive oil and stuff. I will say, guys, any tips, do put them in. I have played Annos in the past, but I am no absolute mega veteran. And also in this one, I've played most of the campaign. So I did want to learn it a little bit before I jumped in. And I played a little bit of, obviously, the closed beta and stuff. So did learn a little bit during that. But we're here to make something hopefully beautiful. So I hope you'll be here and will enjoy. And there's our options. Lovely. So we're going to try and squeeze in both the marketplace and the tavern in these guys. So let's get the tavern there. I might get rid of that road in the middle. That'd be nice. Although we can decorate, right? It doesn't matter. We don't need to use every little bit. I'm going to go through the middle. What I am going to do is get the marketplace in. And we're seeing our first island. So straight away we've got olive oil on this one, but it's olives, sorry. And resin, actually. Both ones we're going to need, but that island is a little bit too small for my liking. This one is looking a bit bigger, but it doesn't have what we want early on. So let's just see. Ideally, we want something over here, right, for trade, and then we can come off the back island. Look at this cove on our island that we can trade from. Very safe.
Our scouts have sighted
right, with the play for the marketplace in mind, let's continue our blocks. And I think I'll get in my villa around in the middle somewhere. So I'll place that and see where we're at. And we'll continue with these guys at least. And there's our first lot in. So I'm going to just make sure we've got some workplaces in. But we've got both the tavern now and the marketplace. And we've finally got in our tunics and our hats. So Pilius Felter, we're going to make sure we can reach everyone. I'll get one in probably... actually... yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. Let's get the Pilius Felter this way. Are we going to build up? Yeah, it's going to be more up. So Pilius Felter in there. And then we'll start our sheep farm. And sheep farm, we don't want to take over too much of that because we're going to need some charcoal. So let's go. You know what? Let's go this way. And I'm going to just do them in like this. And we'll get 2. And all we need is you and you. And there it is. We can start that process. So this one, in radius of the houses, gives plus... let me just double check. That is plus 1 income, plus 1 happiness. So really, really handy. And then after that, we're going to go for the flax farms. Now, what I'll do is get... we left that little gap, didn't we? Yeah. So we were going to originally put in another farm next to it. But actually, we'll have those two for now. I'm going to put in a small road, and we're going to go for a hemp one above. We can move these later. And the hemp only has 60, so we can just come out like that. And then we'll need this guy to come in and get us some clothing. I'm tempted to go this way, though, because I think we'll build up. Yeah, let's just go there for now. And that way we can just get the one warehouse in this section here, and it will cover our buildings that we put inside. We're going to need that. And let's just double check these islands that we're coming across. Okay, there's a really, really good one. And that is, like, really quite close to our island.
Oh,
it has the fertilities we need. There's a small one next to it. Hello, Diana. And she is also very close to us, which is awesome. So actually, we'll be able to start quests quite soon, won't we? New contracts in 9 minutes. Right, let's get flax and that one going. So we now have our 2 bits of clothing. So we have tunics and Pilius ready to rumble. Let's just check our resources here. All I do, I don't try and perfect these, by the way, guys. I just aim for, as long as the green bar's higher than the grey bar, we're all good. So this island is the one I'm hoping is really good. Now, it isn't. It's got marble and mineral. And it's quite sizable by the looks of it. It's huge. Huge and flat. I like these little rocks in it. So this might become a contender for one we will have. But it's going to cost about 40k, I think, to get an island. I think last time I was playing, it's 30-ish thousand, 35, 36,000 for one of the islands. So, and there's our city status increased. Vigiles. I'm going to say Vigiles. is probably wrong. This is the fire station, essentially. So I'll probably get some blueprints down for this. In here's a good shout, because that covers all of our stuff. I could get one right in there, but I'll hold fire and put one over this way. I will get one there, though. And we'll just get those in as we see fit, right? I'm just placing some houses, by the way, so we've got a little bit of an area ready. Hoping I can fit a business in there, but again, a lot of movement will happen. And we get mighty close coming out of a deficit here, which is the main thing. Getting this as early as possible so we don't have money problems. Because, like I say, we need to get that early island, right? We are very much going to be upgrading now. So tier 2 is officially upon us. I need to pick a spot, so I think I'm going to come this way. There it is. We officially have it. We'll do just a couple. But we will get straight into these guys. You don't need a lot of workforce for this, if I'm honest. So that's good. I'm actually tempted to get maybe one more lot of wood going. I would like one. Yeah, this is really good. If I can get that on the road there, I can. That's a perfect 80. Then we can get one more of these guys. Get that one going. So we'll get a fourth wood. Then we can start our clay. Don't want to get it yet with the workforce, but we're almost out of the miner. So I think a couple more houses. We are good to go. And there we go. We officially have a plus balance. Now, this is where we'd put our governor villa then. So yeah, look at this. This is like perfect in zone. Need to go one more over. So that would be our area of effect. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I think that's fair. If we go that way, we can build more upwards, which was the plan. So I might just go in here and sacrifice the fact that we might have one house that doesn't get the buff from it. I'm not even going to get into the plebeian needs just yet. Well, I'll go into it in a moment, but we are going to get tiles going. This needs, right, so where do we want to go? We're quite lucky with the positioning, actually, with those. I'd be tempted to use this one. And then what we'll do is get the first two. So we're just getting a slow and steady amount of tiles, right? And I'm going to put the road going through the back like this. Because hopefully it just means I can do that in there. One charcoal burner. We can get this, right, out of range. I need it to be out of range of those houses. But we're going to be building that way. I'd be tempted to build a bridge, actually. Let's spin that baby around and not get too hit from this. They missed. Ouch. We actually have a seafarer. Look at this. Discovery radius, hit points plus 25, movement speed plus 15. I think you can put them in from anywhere. So we'll get a Meripath Grammatic Surveyor into our flagship. Has more hit points, more movement speed. I probably should have got that in early on, actually. I've completely forgot. But here is our first quest. These guys are obviously going to ask for something. So can we free the slaves from the Syracusians? Yes, we can. Just not right now. We are in a good plus here. 56. Anyway, where was I? Waiting for logs to get this bridge. How expensive is the bridge? Not bad. Right, one warehouse. And then we're on to the tiles. There we go. So yeah, hopefully I can get some charcoal the other side of the river. It's away from the houses for now. That'll work. I think it's worth spending that. Wouldn't mind taking out one of them pirate ships for a laugh, to be honest. But no, we're going to go and grab some quests once we've done the rest of the map as well. And let's start tile production. We're going to need 2 of these, so I didn't say. But it's 1 clay pit, 1 charcoal burner to 2 tilers. And that'll give us 2 tiles per minute, so we're all good. I just need to get a couple more upgrades in. And I see now we are dipping under hats, tunics, and fish. That's also something we're going to need to get in. Oh, Valeria. Who are you? Hello, Valeria. Do you have any quests? Collect 2 crates. You know what? I may as well grab these, right? Although they say like they're quite hard. I mean, let's have a look. Oh, we can go and get that at least anyway, so we're going that way. Alright, so the people await my decision. The crowd falls silent as you ascend to the rostrum in the public square. You, a living symbol of the eternal city, must now find the words to guide them. Declare the value that will guide your leadership. So we have faith, which will give you 4 hours of better belief, less knowledge. Pursuit of knowledge is +2, plus a good reputation change to the emperor. Honest labor is upkeep costs, that'd be good for money, or no effect. I kind of want to take pursuit of knowledge, but it'll be a lack of belief.
Quite the
Reason
striking
is I
turn
can
of
start
events.
research. I have done this, and there's a couple that I want to do. So market forces for the extra place.
Everyone, man.
But there's a couple. This one has sowing circles, which is the knowledge area effect, so we'd actually get better thingy. And the fishing hut income area effect isn't really usable because we haven't built down by the water. Military, not so much. Although cargo weight slowdown minus 20% is a fantastic one as well. Plus the 2 cargo slots means we can use our flagship more efficiently. Just looking though at how we kind of go about it. Fire safety with the wells is good. Warehouse upgrade is huge, so that's pretty good. Fuel efficiency. Choose the Roman path in Albion and house Mercedes in your realm. So I haven't actually got that unlocked. But let's go for the sewing circles then. So we'll do the trading post capacity, then that. So we can put industry down this way, get this upgraded. Oh yeah, we also need to save up for the villa. So villa itself is going to be good to get in. It's 5 tiles and 15 wood. Tiles are going to be a little bit slow, so we are going to need to make sure we keep these guys upgraded. But I'm okay with just doing a couple of houses, so we'll get that block. Whilst we wait for the tiles, we'll get a couple more houses. We'll get our second porridge field in and our hats. This is going to cost us, not our hats, our clothier. Now this one I'm going to get income on these buildings, so we can slot this in. I'm going to put hemp field there, but I think right here is a good shout. We'll get that in as well. Then it's just these guys. So we've got the sheep farm. We're just going to need 1 Pilius Felter. And I'd be tempted. Well, that's our fire, isn't it? So I'd be tempted to go around this and just squeeze this one off the back of here as well. Although there's fine. There we go. That's all our needs. That does put us in a little bit of minus, but we will counter that with a couple of houses. There we go. Right, we've got all of these islands uncovered. Oh, pretty good. These 2 down here would be really nice to have, but I'm tempted with that one and that one. This one, 100%. It's not massive, but this one here is. So we're nice and close enough to these. We'll basically surround the quest givers, which I think is a good idea.
What time is it?
Yeah, nice. Oh, nice 2-star collection on that as well. We'll do that one afterwards. Just going to do a few quests for these guys. Let's try and remember to have a nice look over the map as well, so we can kind of see them all working, really. It's always a nice thing about Anno, isn't it? There's a lot to see, and it really does start to shape up. This game's pretty beautiful too, I think. Everything looks really, really nice. I'll try my best to remember to get those in. Right, let's get this one upgraded. I forgot that we're running off 1 tiler here, so that we've got the tiles we need for this. We just need the planks. So I would be... Well, firstly, got to get our mission done. Grab that plot, Sam. And then we'll go straight over to the next one. Let's have a look and see how they're doing. We've already got research on this island. They've got all of that stuff going. I always find the AI just manages to build... Oh, no, I take that back. Bless them. I take that back. They go very small over here. And yeah, not so much, actually. It's only... what's his face? What's her face? Zaranitu is ahead of the game. And once this villa's in, we'll start the Garum production. But I want to get this in just because we'll get our belief system, religion, and then we can start prestige. And we can put our units in. And there it is. The villa is done. So we'll get our prestige stuff. All of these help, but we are obviously going to pick our belief soon. In here, we can actually put in a specialist. We have Actorius Maximinus Numerarius Nonpareil. That is a mouthful. But he has an income effect of plus 1.5 from the houses, and the upkeep cost is reduced, so that should give us some good income. And that did. About 120 in total. So the more specialists we can get, the better. I haven't done enough to actually get any more, so that's all I have at the moment, but I got him from unlocking via the campaign. Now I should be able to continue on, and hopefully get some, well, more money. Now, Garum is here. We have salt ponds to Scomber Shacks to Garum Works. So for now, I'm hoping I can fit it in. Ooh, okay. So we'll take out that middle road and we'll get the Garum Works in... Oh, is that better somewhere else? Might be better over here. Yeah, I'm going to move it around. I think I'll get the first Garum Works in here. This does reduce happiness. We're okay on that at the moment, though. And we need 1 salt pond to 2 Scomber Shacks to 3 Garum Works. Now, the Garum Works, I'll just put 1 in for now because that will meet the needs. And we can sell off some of the salt work stuff. So So we'll go one salt work there, and we'll get the 2 scumber shacks to the side. And I'm actually going to get all this in.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
And we'll sort out the workforce in a moment. And there's our workforce problem done. So we should be fine. Just going to check my thingies here. Yeah, so that should be more than enough to meet these needs. What I'm going to do, obviously there's our new options. We'll get into those in a moment. But I am going to come in and set an all goods trade. So if they hit above 40, let's sell. And we'll keep a minimum stock of 20 for now. So all items. I'll be playing around with those though. Moving trade around as and when. And then we got the Grammaticus and the Sanctuary. Both do really good things. Grammaticus being the one for research. Now this thing needs to go inside because the more central this is, the more research we can unlock. And this is one that's perfect to go here, I think. I'm actually just going to move it over. We'll get the Grammaticus in there. And then this one, I think, is a bit of a weird shape, isn't it? Yeah. But over here is a good spot for it, actually. And let's deliver the 2 crates. That'll give us 2k.
That pushes my
Not bad.
forward.
And then we'll go and get these flotsams now. Should probably look at what these guys have. So each person will have some kind of things. There's crates. 59 tons of sardines. Behave. What have you got? Crates, and it will give us a residence in range of physician. We will take that one. Let's see where they are. Right, we'll maybe do that one first, actually. So we can get that physician. Makes sense. Now, I'm not going to get the bread production chain in just yet. The reason I went for the Garum first, by the way, is the income mainly. Because it's slightly easier chain. Now, this one will need a second charcoal, which I could probably start getting up in a surplus anyway. Just wondering where we put it that would be sensible. Because we're going to need a warehouse no matter what. Be quiet, we're fine. Don't worry about the fires, man. We're all good. I would be tempted to stick it in... Honestly, this side would be better. And then we should be able to just get the road this way. Not sure if that's going to reach, though. No, it doesn't. That's the Custodia unlocked. I would have to get a warehouse in to cover this as well. So over here is fine. What it does mean is I could probably get these guys going. We need a mill, so we'd stick that one on there. I am going to move this back. So we've got the mill, we've got the charcoal. We'll need 2 wheat fields per 1 mill, and then we'll need 2 bakeries as well. So bakeries give population and income, but there is a reduction in fire safety. So we can get income inside of this place. So I would be tempted to get a bakery in. My question is, where would I put it? There, makes sense, doesn't it? There we go. We'll get good income on that bit. That does mean we are going to need to get the fire safety stuff going, which probably should get one within range of that, right? So if we go there, just trying to maximize my income at the moment. It looks okay, but for the most part, we got to make sure we're really on top of it to progress further. Anyway, that would then mean the mill, the flour. We need 2 of the wheat farms. I'd be tempted to still use this. Maybe come this way. I think they use quite big section though. Before we do that, should we get our research going? Let's get that in. So Grammaticus being in will help quite a bit. And she's given me a gift. Gift amount 10,000. Accepting, well, I'm going to say yes to 10 grand. Thank you. She likes that I did some research, I guess. We received some fame for that as well. Well, she has, wow, walls up already. You're nuts. Right, do we put wheat farms out this way, or do we continue on? We could even put it this way. Would that be weird? I think it would be weird. I think we put them this side. And I can continue to just spam in these gaps, to be honest. There we go. So we can go wheat field up there. I'm going to hopefully fill this whole area in. But we, like I said, need 2. So I will get them prepped. I think that counts as touching the road. I'll do it like that, actually. There we go. Starting to fill in nicely. It will make sense eventually. We'll get that. Yeah, like I say, 1 baker, and then the second baker I'll probably put somewhere else. But we could probably get this in. So 1 wheat field, 1 mill, 1 warehouse, 1 charcoal furnace, and 1 baker. Boom. So I am going to put this one in when we get the tiles to mitigate the fire risk that we've just added to that area. And we're going to keep a close eye on the garum and everything else as we upgrade them. Porridge is still good. Clothing's hats, charcoal's all good. Wheat, bread. Yep, we are perfect. So our tier 2s so far are good. We'll be moving on to sandals soon. And there's our trading post improvements being discovered. We're going straight into sewing circles. So as you can see, we're quite far across this way already. What I'll do is I'll make use of what we already have here. And I will put in some. I might even bring that. I can get one there. Two there. Yeah, that works quite nicely, to be honest. One thing I got to be careful of is the consumption of tunics and hats as well. So it's just going to keep going. If this will level out, I think just as we built them, we're fine. We actually need extra 2 belters here. I just realized, silly me. So there is a difference in these. So let's get one there. A bit more income. And then we need one more. And for these ones, I'll just stick together now. We'll just get in one more of these guys. We'll get one more tunic lot. And I think I can squeeze this. Yeah, that works perfectly. Look at that. We'll go around that. So we've got our fire safety and all that sort of stuff. Belief is -1. We need to get up to 50 to unlock this one. That's why we need this sanctuary. Now we have religion. And I'm just going to grab Sarah's because that will give us the bread and porridge that we need. So we don't need to keep upgrading it. So we'll set her as the patron. And let's go deliver these crates as well. Check me out. Look at that, 17,000. Things are moving. We need to try and get onto an island before them, obviously. It's quite important. Let's have a look at the goods. So more fish still needed. We need to get that 1 extra hemp farm in, I think. And we are good to go. Then 1 more wheat. We know about the wheat anyway, so we'll get both of those in. And we'll get that spinner. Okay. So all looking good. I think we can get a couple more upgrades in now. We got a new island milestone reached already. So productivity plus 10%. And productivity plus 20%. Look at that, man. Population plus 1. We're flying with Sarah's already. Hopefully going to offset some of these houses with some roads. I'm hoping I can go... Let's go there. We'll pick spots for a garden. We're going to need that marketplace reach, though, to hit these. So if we click these, it only comes up. So we're missing some there and then the tavern. So getting one... Maybe this way. Let's just get the road going. I want to get this perfect so we can have the reach that we need. Those guys are going to struggle. So if I go in there, it might be better. Marketplace will get an upgrade. And then tavern, as it stands, all the bottom is covered, but these guys won't be. So we might need one there, one over here. Might just go there then. We'll get the upgrades to roads and stuff anyway. Let's go like that. Probably get these both in, and then we can upgrade these houses, and they should be pretty happy. And look at that boost. That is so much more money. I've just realized, though, we don't have a warehouse in range for this guy. I could connect these guys in. That reaches. Perfect. All right, let's deliver our quest. There's our 2.
One is horse with
and then we've got to go and grab another one. No rest for the wicked here. We'll take the money, though. So if we come into a house, we can see what supplies they actually need. Shoes and soap are coming in. Then we'll need olive oil and amphora, which we can't do yet. But we're going to get working on, before we move into the sandals and soap, I actually want to get in to both ropes and sails. Now, sails are obviously sheep. And we would be right to just get the same again. You actually need 3 sail makers just for 1 sheep farm. So we'll get that in. Then we'll get our sail makers. Now these, to be honest, I'm probably going to stick out this way. And we'll get them in... I'll probably start producing them with 2. That's all we'll do for now. I'll get a 3rd in eventually. A festival can be hosted. Income area effect +1 for 4 hours. Random specialist or captain would be a festival guest. So we can either postpone, pay 2 grand for the festival. We can't quite do olive oil. So I'm going to pay for it because that boost is going to be bigger anyway. We'll make that back pretty quickly. And we should have a new person we can get in. And we do. Look at that. Upkeep cost and workforce needed has been reduced. What? There isn't that many businesses. I mean, there's some. So we'll get it in. He gives us the upkeep cost improvements, right? Some visitors are at your villa. The
Hello,
Roman
there are two
Imperium is keen
gentlemen
to
here to
support its
see you.
governors. Funds were
Unless
put
that
forward
is,
to hire
I
you an
am
aide
seeing
called
double.
Julius Lupus. Who would make a better aide? Speak to Brutus. Speak to Gaius. I think they both do different things. So Brutus, here we go. Workforce from residents plus 20. Gaius gives plus 1.5 income area effects. If I want to go money, I'd grab you and just keep pushing. And I think I need that. But then workforce is pretty good. We're going mega build though. Let's go income.
Prudent.
Income area effect is good. And we'll get you in as well. Wow, look at that. We're on nearly 1,000 already because of that. That's huge.
Your island and
Anyway,
in whichever
sales are
way
in.
you wish.
Just having a quick look over. I think we are good. And then we'll get ropes. I'm not actually sure what ropes are for, though. I might wait on ropes, but they are quite an easy production chain. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to click this. Get rid of that. Happiness. Happiness isn't great, actually. Maybe we get a watchtower or two in. That's the best place to put these. I can just put in maybe one each side for now. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get a couple of watchtowers around, which should help this happiness problem. Then we have a fire problem that we will need to sort also. And I think we have a quest. What is this quest? Oh, upgrade the trading post. Right, we don't want to do that yet. We don't need to yet. I could keep building industry down this way. I'm just going to try and reduce my fire stuff now, though, and get those in. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my small houses on that section. Actually, you know what? Let's do them all. Already pretty big. I think we got a couple of industries running quite well. This is why we need the second island, though. We need that olive oil. And Amphitheater needs the resin as well. And these guys give income plus... Oh, fire safety goes down. What about olive oil? Income, health, and population would be good. So we'll probably keep the Amphitheater away. We'll put that near something else. But I could get into the shoes. This is population and income on Sandalmaker is huge. How big is this building, though? I'm just looking. That road there could be removed, potentially. We could go... Yeah, we could go in there. I could get Sandalmaker in that bit. We can get just something else squeezed in there. So we'll... What do we need? 30 seconds on pigs, 1 on tannery, 30 on salt ponds. We actually have enough salt. I think, no we don't. We'll have to get a second one. Then we'll need pigs. I think pigs, livestock. What do they... They're health, aren't they? We don't need a break here. Shush. Just trying to figure out how best to do this. I think it's 5, isn't it? I've got it. So we do it like that. That'd be one pig farm, 1 salt ponds, 2 tannery, or sandal makers eventually. So we'll get 1 tannery in. This is a big health debuff. What does it do? Yeah, it's just happiness, isn't it? So we kind of want to keep this away from stuff. Oh, I just stick it down here. Happiness is bad though, isn't it? Yeah, let's get it out the way then. You almost just want to put it... You know what? I am just for now going to get rid of it. Put it out the way. So we need pig farm. We need salt ponds. We need tannery. And we need shoes. Boom. Hopefully, once that comes in, we get a nice big income from that one. I need to remember to look at some of these quests for what we want to line up next. So crates again for money. 52 tons of timber. No, let's go for the 2 crates there. It's got an hour on it, so we're good. Now, soap chain is a little bit more complex, but it's not too bad. We're already doing pigs. Realistically, we should... they don't like the old piggies, but we can get the roads ready anyway. Probably just put the road round actually like that. Then you need the renderer, which is terrible for fire safety. I'd be tempted to move these over this way, so happiness and fire safety, I mean, just go out this way. A couple of renderers there, 1 charcoal pit there. Then you need the soap makers. Now this gives health though, but less happiness, so we could put this in and it wouldn't be so bad. And soap maker needs 2 as well, so this would be the generic industry for that. So we go something like that. Then we could do lavender fields, which give good happiness. So lavender fields, we'd be tempted to stick by the houses, right? So we have a warehouse right here. So lavender fields in this area would be lovely. This thing is huge, though. It needs to be ginormous. But the good news is we need multiple. So in order to make it look nice, we'd go this way, right? There we go. There's 2 lavender. We could start with that. We'd actually need 4 just to meet the needs of the soap processes. But it gives good happiness. Now, I should move 1 lavender field this way as well for the happiness here, but I'm not going to do that. To be fair, I could probably get that in now. I have the workforce for it. Let's just check in. Just to not confuse ourselves, make sure. So the shoes will be coming in once the goods get across, which will then be this. Then we meet the needs of these guys on the old Soapy McSoap. But shoes are more important, so I'm going to let that come in first because that gives us income. Not that we're doing that bad on that. We're doing just fine. And charcoal, honestly, for the amount we're using is pretty good. But I want to make sure that we are selling if someone comes. And let's give Diana over her 2 crates. Thank you, Diana. Let's go get the rest of our stuff. 26,000, so we should be able to grab that island before long. I'm not actually sure what you need to settle. Is it wooden tiles, or do you just need... I guess timber's free, isn't it, to get going? We'll need maybe 20 tons of timber to take over. And shall we look at getting our shipyard in then? So, what I was saying before is we want to probably put it in this cubby. This may cost us quite a bit to do it over this way. We're realistically going to have to bring the road all the way over. But that means we can start planning, right? Might try and do is go along the edge, though. There we go. We are in. That cost us a little bit, but we want our ships to come out. So hopefully to push straight out towards what island we're going to be using, which is that. Not that one. It's that one over there. So trade will be good. Right, what research do we want to hit up? I think market forces next. Then warehouse upgrade wouldn't be bad. Available patrols is good. We could go down this way, though, actually. Cargo weight and cargo slots is going to be good. Yeah, let's go all the way down. So we'll do these 3. Then we'll move into getting the available patrols from Vigils done. There it is. We got the nice buff from the shoes coming into this area. Let's get... I'd be tempted to get in the lavender field. Just start bringing that in for happiness. Let's get those to him. Now let's open up the soap chain. We need 1 more pig farm. Actually, do we need it yet? Pigs. No, we don't. So if we just get the soap maker in, we've already got charcoal. We need the renderers. I'm just going to get a small production in for now. We'll get 1 of each. So we've got pigs, got lavender, got render, got soap. So they should, well, momentarily get that going. And then these houses will get all the soap they need. Then we need to save up to settle on the next island. So I think with that, we just continue to expand. We keep these in blocks of 4, by the way. And we'll just make sure the roads... I love this new tool where you can just kind of click it. It's so good. And I might get these city watches in, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Happiness boosted. 1 city watch gave the happiness into a plus. I'm aiming to get rid of the minuses where I can. We may need to consider... We get Medicus, Medici, we do. Lovely. We're going to need these in as well then. So it might be sensible just go straight central with it. Maybe in here. Oh, we have a fire. I'm very sorry, man. Where is it? I see it. Gonna need to get you going. I think they're already at the fire, actually, so they're already putting it out. We're good. We're good. That's fine. We'll continue upgrading either way. We've got our health and happiness increasing. Let's get that medical building straight in, actually. There we go. Look at that boost. Let's get that in. I'm scared. Just need some tiles. Already pretty big, though. I've tried to push this quite far. So just having a look through, we're pretty much going to meet all requirements. So yeah, we're good to move on, I think. I think we'll get that one in, so we've got it. Market forces were discovered. That should give... Yeah, look at that. Just by putting that in, it gave us a bigger one because of the market boost across the board, I think. Or we've just got something else in. I think it might just be that we've got the extra stuff in, actually. Let's give Dorian his crates. Let's actually go see how much this island is. Where's our beachhead? Here it is. That's kind of annoying that it's... Ah, that's not too bad. Let's go this way. Before we do another quest. Oh, Dorian offers you a treaty. Thanks, Dorian. I mean, There's not really much you can do for me. You can obviously get loans from these guys should you need them as well. I'm not really going to do them. Trade would be good, but we can't quite get there yet. We're nearly at the amount we need, though. I'm just going to be interested to see how much this is. I'm going to have to rebuild all of these. But I think we're good. There we go. All fires are quelled, I think. Not bad for the first disaster. And there's our parade. Look at this. Go, go, go. Parading through the streets for your lovely leader that is me. Oh, I love it. I love it. That was so loud. And I can see our porridge is actually getting a little bit low now. So I wonder, can I get one of you? Oh, I was hoping I could. I can. There's a road to there, and then we're going to just fill this in. So it actually starts to look presentable somewhat. There we go. And one more porridge stand. We were just outside of the needs here, so that's good. We'll get that one in. I'm going to put the fire one over this way just to reduce it all down as well. That puts it nice and, well, a bit lower. And I'm tempted to now get a second clay pit in. And try and get a second lot of tiles on the go. Now, I don't think that's going to reach the thingy, though. I'm going to move this. Let's see if this still reaches. Is that good enough? Yes. Does that reach you? Yes, perfect. So, we're going to need just 2 more of these. And does that keep me away from the houses? It does. That's just out of reach of these guys. So if we go there, we should be fine. Quarter mastery is discovered. Lovely. Right, that's good. I think I also want to get this going. So we need just those tiles. Get our ships in, and we are good. But yeah, 2 lots of tiles now should help us. So that's 4 per minute. Much, much quicker.
Getting this empire back on its
Hello,
feet
Emperor.
won't be easy. If
Let's
your attack
hail
is
him
going
jovially.
well, you're walking into an
Get
ambush.
+6 on him at least. Okay, let's see then. Trading post, we have enough. We will have no money afterwards, but I'm going to take the island. Because we need it, right? Look at that, settle on a second island. Little achievement there. Okay, so what do we have? Trade treaty offer. I'm going to say yes to Dorian to a trade agreement. That should help with some cash. Non-aggression pact. We'll also accept that. I think we need to go and grab some wood from our islands. But this is fantastic. I can start the olive oil stuff. Firstly, though, we need to pick our wood areas. And we're going to have to go a little bit further with this island. So I'm going to bring over as much wood as I can, if I'm honest. And I might just slowly establish this with maybe... Could I get 3? And yeah, we're going to be pretty far from our settlement, unfortunately, to actually get the warehouse range. So we're going to have to get one. We've got something really basic here, though. And hopefully we can start anyway, because they'll carry straight from these guys. Then we'll get the warehouse in. Right, so quick thing I want to point out is I have started rope production. So I've put in some extra hemp fields. Just checking in on my flagship because we're doing some missions and stuff around the place. We need to set up some more research though as well. So let's get this going. So where do we want to go? I think we grab fish markets, which is +3 income effect nearby the fishing huts, which help either way. Then we'll grab the warehouse upgrade. Wells are pretty good for fire safety, to be honest. But I'm just wondering if we get more custode patrols when we get them. Watchtowers increases happiness nearby. Let's grab that as a 3rd. And then repair crane. Oh, that's really good, actually. Let's grab repair crane as a 4th. So our research is pretty good, to be honest. But yeah, what I was saying was I've set up some hemp fields. You'll see we now have 5 across the board here. We've scaled it up a little bit. And we've put in the rope factory. So what I didn't do, which was important, I was saying I don't know about the ropes. They're needed for the boats. I was being daft. And actually, me putting this over here was quite silly too. So I'm going to, for now, move this back over. It's actually the trade port that needs to go that and not our ship one. So what we'll do, though, is put it, I'm thinking, out this way. And then we'll just get that into there just fine. So we'll see all the goods will kick in. Let me have you a little show around to make sure everything is green where it needs to be. The answer is no to pigs. So I need 1 more pig lot. There we go. That pig one is set up. So we are all good here. If we look across, the only thing is fire. Health is pretty good because we've got the medicus in anyway. So we're looking rather snazzy. And our boat has 1 quest that we're doing. So we're grabbing some flotsams. There's one other thing I did do, and that was put in the extra person into the villa. So we took our health one home. Look, we've got the nature specialist in here. And yeah, over here I set up some basics. So we've got the housing in. I will continue to put those houses in, and we're getting the basic resources in for them. And then we've got the oat farm and porridge that we also need to get in as well. So we'll get one of those. And then after that is sheep farm and the next one. But we just need to wait for some wood. I've set up obviously basic timber production just in the middle here as well with a warehouse. And we've got this warehouse just for the shops. I'm just getting in some of these guys now. So that'll get the happiness in. We'll put in our little tower. We're almost maxed on most things. So yeah, we've got multiple custodians around it. The main thing is going to be getting this ship thing in though. So let's get that built. And let's get started on nautical stuff. So yeah, that's where the ropes need to come in. We actually have enough hemp to get a second rope maker in if we want to do that. So let's do it. And then we'll keep a close eye on the raw materials here. They're good. Agricultural, all good. So hemp's still not a problem. There we go. Right, sheep coming in. And then we should be able to get the Pilius Felter. So these guys will now get everything they need. We can actually upgrade, so let's do that. Don't know how many we're going to need for the olives, so I'll get a couple of them in. Here with a couple more houses. Let's get these two in the middle, a couple of these at the back, just so we're more centralized. That should do for now. That's going to be all our wood. What that does mean is we'll be able to start olives. The first one is going to be olives. It's nice and easy. So olive grower plantation into the olive press, which will happen at the other island, I think. So all we need is some olive farms. 160. They're pretty hefty, aren't they? There we go. 2 olive strips just there. What I'll do is get this saved for other farms. I want to fit some more sheep and stuff down here, but we are going to just try and exclusively do it by this warehouse anyway, and I'll get this one upgraded. Now, the olive oil one gives +1 population, +1 income, +1 health. So this is going to have to go in. Area effect is just health, but the attributes will help them. So we want the health one to come in here somewhere, don't we? I think we'll eventually have 2, so let's start with maybe one down this way. It's close enough to the warehouse to get stuck in. Yeah, we'll get one there, and then we'll put one at the top, which will be by this warehouse as well. That should cover all our needs, but at the moment we'll get one ready when we have it in. We'll set the trade routes up and all that sort of stuff. M4 is a little bit different. We can also just point out that we can get this resin tapper going as well. Actually, this island, I think, requires wood. It does. I don't want to disrupt the other one, though. So if we get 100% one there, yep, that reaches this warehouse too, so that's perfect. We should be able to get that one in. Okay, we need tiles for that. Right, 1 clay pit, 2 refineries, and a bit of charcoal. So, charcoal's going to cause a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to pay some wood to get this in efficiently. Fish markets discovered. I think that put our income up, which is nice. There's not enough trees out there to do much with it. There is some trees out this way, though. So I'm going to have to put this in over this way. And we may as well put the tilers out this way as well, actually. We just need 2. And let's give over the 2 quests. So we got the... Here we go. Health from sandals if supplied +2. So pretty good. Going to bring you home with that. There we go. We got the workforce then to meet these guys. So I just need to connect this bad boy in. So we'll have tiles coming in this way. I should be able to then get this cracking. I want also to get the olives. So olives themselves does require 3 tiles. So we'll let that build up. Oh, we got lots of choices to make. So Celtic Path gives us prestige area effect in the barracks. This one gives us knowledge area effect for the siege workshop. Siege workshop sounds great fun. I think I'll grab this night watch afterwards. Okay, that last one we can get in then. Sandals we can stick in just for now. Although we have this one. Look at that. Upkeep cost, knowledge area effect and belief area effect. Oh, we're going to have to put that in. That's going to buff everything anyway. And then, so we'll have to wait for more prestige before we get you in. I could swap out the health. Yeah, health from sandals. Should we see if it's better? So 166.
Let's get started then.
182. So yeah, you're better in there because a sandal's been provided. So it goes up. Where would we also put our barracks? I need to decide. I think for now, they don't need anything, do they? I don't know if you get a buff from these guys. No. Not yet anyway, so we might move them. Let's just stick the barracks out here for a moment. Just to say that we've got it. And we've got a 10 grand gift from Tarragon. Is that because he likes me is seen as a commitment to peace. Yep. Thank you. Very, very kind. There's our Legionic research. We're just grabbing this Flotsam as well, and then we'll get this one back. Just going to be questing. I think I'll buy one of these ships. So this Pentaconta, let's buy it. And I'm going to stick this one just kind of patrolling. Might go kill some pirates soon. Might put it outside of our front island here. Anyway, we've got our tiles to get our first bit of olive oil coming. So let's just grab that in. Quite a pretty little olive. I love olive trees. They are gorgeous, by the way. One of my favorite trees. Very expensive too, at least in this country, to have them. All right, a little bit of cash. Good stuff. Let's bring you home. Looks like we have a quest, at least. Oh, Officia. I can't build this yet. We'd have to put this somewhere else. We could boost production with it, maybe, and health. So it wouldn't hurt to get one in. I mean, we have everything we need for it. So let's go ahead and put it in. And then in here, we can appoint the health one. That should boost it a little bit. And we officially could train some stuff now. We don't... Do we start with some weapons? We do. We have 20. So if we wanted to get some units in, we can. I do want to get that production chain started, though. I'm just making sure we've got everything we need. So everything's looking good. So consumer goods, for the most part, are good. These will come in. Construction of ropes and stuff is good. Agriculture's good. Yeah, we are fantastic across the board, and we're doing really well for money. And we can officially start our first official boat that we didn't buy off someone. I'm going to get this warehouse upgraded because there seems to be a bit of a queue. Let's see if that eases off. We might need another warehouse over here, to be honest. Yeah, it looks that way. Go ahead and get another one then, just to free up this. So realistically, we put Potter in. So this gives income but reduces fire safety. Fire safety is not in a great way. So what I will do is keep it away from my houses for now. And I think we'll put the Potter just there. Right, we officially have the watchtowers, so we could get some happiness going once again. I'm hoping there's some little slots, yeah, like this. There's a watchtower slot right in there that we can get. Or this is where you'd leave like little gaps, really. So one there, and maybe one over this side. Gonna get a couple of those in for happiness purposes, and then probably get in more fire. Realistically, we can get one in there. We'll take it down to 330. It's not amazing. I would say, though, all in all, the city's coming along really, really nicely. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Love it, man. But anyway, let's move on and look at some quests here. Let's grab the 2 crate one. Honestly, it's important just to keep doing these. It's like free money and rep points. We have a quest for Tarragon as well. 10 tons of weapons. I could do that right now. But we'll grab his 1 crate quest as well. This Pentaconta that we purchased has both Ship Scorpion and Ship Archers on it as well. And we officially have our first cargo ship. We're going to open our trade menu then. We're going to set up a new trade route now. And this is going to be from Ancora to Pentaconta. We are going to add in Optime. And we're going to load olives and resin. And we're going to offload them both. For now, that's pretty much what we're going to do. So hopefully that will start. And we'll call it olives and resin 1. Perfect. And we're going to get in a 3rd olive one here now as well. One of mine has minor issues. Yeah, it's going to be the resin. Don't worry. I know. I think I'm going to build one more lavender field now because I'm upping this production. We have the 2. I almost want to get the happiness boost from another one. I feel like we've got a good set of people here already. So why not come this way? Just for now, anyway. Let's get that in. Yeah, there we go. We'll keep that. It's not at the best, but it's above the bar. That's the main thing. I think everything's good. We're getting close to the Garum needing, but it's going to be all about these olive oils coming in. And then tier 3. Okay, it's time to get the first olive press in. There it is. Amongst the people right there. There we go. We got a first one with 8 tons of olives. If we can get on the right side of Dorian here, we're in a good spot because he's between our islands. Now this does mean there's great fertility on this island right here, right? So I know it's tiny, but we could make do with this and get our grapes exclusively from this small island. I might be able to take that now. That's what I'm thinking, because we have enough money. probably for the best. Although this one down here would make sense, actually. So we'd have like a little triangle in this little section. But this one looks like it will cost a fortune. How are the other ones? Yeah, it's out of those. So this small one down here, what about you? You're not bad. Wouldn't rather not go by the pirate, which, to be fair, it doesn't have anything we want. So this one's the best. This small one is also okay. Here we go for another resin spot somewhere else. So we'd already set up charcoal. I might be able to get one over this way. Yep. Get that in. Boom. We can make use of this quite well. It's got more than enough. So we may as well get it in. Hello, Diane. I have your 2 crates. Look how much money we have, man. The trade thing is just kicking off on our port right now, which is fantastic. Now, I think it's time we get a second Garum works in now. This one is a happiness killer. I say happiness killer, it's not awful. We may as well stick it just this end. And then we'll get in our potter ready. I know we aren't going to be doing it yet, so we'll just have to wait, but we might need to get one more clay. Let's check in on raw resources for clay and see if that's all right. Yeah. The best bet's going to be this end, no, let's go this side. And then I should be able to get a warehouse this end, because we'll set up our production near this one. You know what? Part of me wants to start weapon construction now. I think we're fine. And we've got enough for the repair crane, haven't we? So, they're always going to come into this. There isn't any radius, so I'm going to stick it right in there. And we'll move the fish along. That should be fine. Put one more back in there. So repair crane coming in. This should help as they come in, just to get a little repair if they are injured. I think that's sensible. And Cult of Minerva's coming in very quickly. This research is flying right now because we've got everything done. Workforce needed up. Warehouses grant that effect. Upkeep. Wow, that's insane. Okay, we'll grab that one. The Trines is nice, but I think we'll go... Yeah, wells could help with this fire safety as well. Let's get those. And I probably should check in on this tree a little bit more. I think we're hard locked behind doing other stuff though. This one's really strong. Did you see that? Libertas workforce by having a villa. That's really good. And a resin tapper can use meadows as well. That's really, really good. Allows the placement of Latium's coastal production buildings in water. That's also good. So we need to get onto 5 tons of concrete there. And I think it's time to go ahead and get this in. So we can edit this to get everything that they want on them. I would like to have these, but I don't think we can yet. So each thing you take off changes how they look and what they do. I'm going to keep everything as is at the moment. We're going to get one of those in. As you can see, our workforce, we are going to need to get more houses going just a little bit over here as well. Look at this. We're getting a few thousand for every trade that we do as well. It's so powerful. And this time we have both resin and olive oil, so I need to keep a close eye now because I think we're getting it in. Look at that. Olive oil coming in, which will then give us money and health. So as soon as this hits that bar, I can upgrade these. I think I need one more sandal maker as well. So we've still got enough, one spare, so one more sandal maker would be good. And actually getting it over this way would give even more money. Let's get that one popping as well. I'm just going to get a few more of these upgraded ready in anticipation of tier 3. So we've got enough houses in. Trying to think where we do. I think this block here is going to be my first lot. And there you go, Tarragon, there is your crates. So I'm just going to bring this home now. I think I am going to take this small island, guys. I know it sounds really weird, but it makes a lot of sense because it's really close to us. And I think it'll be cheap. And there it is, guys. Tier 3. Let's go straight with this. Look at these bad boys as they come in. Ah, they look great next to the middle there, next to the villa. Doing big work. Now, this is where the fun begins because you'll see now we have the concrete production chain. Should be pretty easy. It's sand refinery, limestone quarry, and then concrete mixer. The one limestone quarry is basically all we'll need. I just need to decide where we would put it. Now, I think I might put it here and then change our fields. Okay, we'll bring it in. I don't think that's quite going to reach, so we'll need a brand new warehouse in this end. But we can set the concrete production off the back of this, to be honest. So there it is. That's the first one. So that's our limestone quarry. Sand refinery requires harbour area. We still have plenty. So I think I might put it... Does that reach the warehouse? Not quite. So I think This end is good. Yep, that reaches just fine. We've already got this upgraded, I think, so we're fine. Couple of concrete mixers. And this, I can only get one in for now because it requires more equites, which we can now get in. So let's go ahead with this small block as well. And maybe some of these guys. Okay, we got unrest, got a bit of a riot going on over this way, so we're going to need a custodia this side. What are you guys up to? Get in there. So as we've hit tier 5 now, a lot is happening. I'm going to go through these, tidy them all up and get them ready, but we do have the start of concrete at least, and there's our next ship. So I think we're ready. We're going to start our very first fleet. I don't quite have enough for any more. We'd need more weapons now, so we would have to bring up the weapons production chain. But we can actually go into Albion also. I'm just working out our workforce here. But actually, I think the riots are causing it. Now, I also need to make sure these guys have everything they need. I think they all do, other than maybe Marketplace. How are we looking for Marketplace? For the most part, we're okay. What about Tavern? Yep, we're good. And we're still within this zone. Right, Aqueducts, we can go out of the wall. I'm not going to do it yet, but it does help with fires and happiness as well. Remember, we are researching, or researched, the... what's it called? We're getting the wells. That'll get rid of our fire safety issues. There should be a couple of gaps I can stick them. And here's Albion. I don't know whether to take my flagship there or we take the 2 small ships. Haven't quite decided yet. Oh, we get a trireme anyway, do we? Very nice. So we are officially in Albion. I will have to sail around. Let's set that sailing and see what we can kind of find. I don't want to stop in. I keep thinking about Old World and New World, but I don't want to stop here so far. We've got the riot that we can deal with. We've got a trade offer as well. I'm going to say yes. We kind of want a good relationship for these. What do we have? Emperor Gaius Firmius Calidus, congratulations you. In recognition of your achievements, you have been granted the right to settle territory in Rainy Albion. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, hello. So we've got deliver to an Emperor's representative. We've got an hour and 30 to deliver 55 tons of wood and 64 tons of rope. So we can give that to Diana's Lighthouse, can't we? So how much do we have in the way of rope coming in? So we've got 11 tons. I can get another rope maker in. There you go. We've got our warehouse effect, which reduces the workforce as well, which is fantastic. So we just need to keep an eye on all of our resources to make sure we're good. So we're going to need 1 more lavender field, and hemp is really pushing the numbers. So lavender and hemp, everything else is good. So I need to also work on getting in the potter. So I know we've got the potter ready to go in. Yeah, sorry, over here. It's just missing the goods. I can see it coming anyway. So we have this guy coming. So I think they're going to get everything they need. Is charcoal okay as well? Might need 1 more charcoal burner. So let's just go ahead and get that. Not ideal, but I think we can utilize this space. We're going to have fire problems everywhere. Governor, please, you have to help me. It's so, one of my maids. I think she's kidnapped. Go on then. Destroy Syracuse's ships to find Diana's missing servant. I need to get this one done, to be honest. So how much is this island? 22,000. Let's go ahead and buy it. So we've got this 3rd island now. What I'm going to do is get everything I need to give in this stuff. So hopefully ropes are good. I'm going to tell them not to sell. Or we'll say sell when above 150. Minimum stock. We'll put that at 55 so they don't use it. And I'm going to get in 1 more lot of logs to make sure we can service this. Just going to pause 2 of our sail makers here because we don't need them right now. I'm going to have to look in the old world in a moment. But I'm just keeping a close eye to see what we need to get in for all of these. So like I say, I just need, I think, lavender and hemp. The rest is good. I think we've got the numbers to be able to get them in now. I'm going to go ahead and get 1 more lavender field out this way. I think I should be able to get it all the way around. And we've unlocked the Shrine of Ceres as well. There we go. There's the lavender. Let's get 1 more hemp field. I'm just wondering if this works. This will work in here. Look at that. Beautiful. Making use of that space. We still have loads of island space. This is where we eventually want to get some nice building done for sure. Now, for tier 3, if we want to start looking at this, this is why we need the vineyard. We got the third island ready for it, so we're good there. But the cheese cannot be produced in this province, has to be produced in the other one. So ox farm is something we need in the other place. What is this? Happiness, knowledge, and prestige, a theatre. Now, it would serve us really well to decide. This thing's huge, though. Where are we going to put this? We might need to move some of the peasants out. Hold on. If we go... Actually, I think going this side makes a lot of sense. I have a bit of a garden in front, and I can upgrade the ones closest to it. Because that would then still cover all of our houses. When we get roads, it'll be even easier. So, for the time being, let's pop that down. At the top there, by the river, that would look really nice. It's a very big building. And then obviously aqueducts. This thing is great. Health and fire safety for the thingies. But we are working on the wells. Our research did finish of it as well, so I'm not sure where we want to go. We can come shrine permit, allows us knowledge. Cost knowledge, sorry. Allows you to build one more shrine of any kind on your island. Available patrols for health is a good one. Latrines is good. Don't need that one yet. If we go this way, though, we can get the trireme unlocked, which would be huge. But there we go. Paved roads. Let's get paved roads in. Let's grab latrines after that. Then the medici. Then the custodes happiness effect, because that should give us a good boost on that. Now, over here, we can actually build basic wood production, because we have... Oh, there is no wood. We have some workforce, so I should be able to. Unfortunately, though, we'll have to try and grab it at a reduced rate just by this area. I reckon that should reach, though. So we'll just start some basic wood production because we have the workforce for it. Once that comes in, we can then get the rest set up. We'll just let it tick up. So we'll need, obviously, the farm area for grapes. So is this tier 2 that we need to get to? I think it is. No, we can get that in anyway. So what does it... Who needs to work on it? Just peasants, actually. So we can get the grapes over quite early on. But we need to get some tiles and concrete over. So we can carry that just fine. So yeah, we'll get basic setup on this then. Right, just looking at our resin and olives, we're pretty good on that. So what we need is one more potter. Just going to keep these nearby, to be honest. I think we're okay to go here. Let's just check that one. Yeah, that's still got plenty. And then we'll make sure charcoal is good. So yeah, just flicking through. I think the only one we now need is some tunics. The rest, all soap as well. Soap and tunics. And paved roads are discovered. We have a lot of tiles, so I have a feeling... Is that what it is? Oh, it's concrete. Okay, it uses a lot of the concrete, but we can use this. I'm just going to do the main section in the middle, just to get our distance done for everything. Cool, we're really pushing forward. Let's have a look at which ones I can settle. So this one has salt ore. No, we need a relatively big one. This one's horses, silver, tin, granite, and small bird. I kind of want to be near these guys as well, so I'm actually going to bring you back down. Let's come this way, and we'll have a look and see if there's one we can grab over there. So I've been through, all consumer goods are covered off massively in this new area. I've set up a new wheat farm here, but it looks to be okay at the moment. Got a new flax farm in there as well, so that's all good. In terms of wood, we've got 46 tons in now, and then I can remove this one once we've done it. I'm getting rid of... I maybe could get rid of that now, to be fair, because I want to build a little bit more industry in this area, maybe a couple of houses that connect up, so I could get that sorted. I need to work on, obviously, more fire stuff as well. That is a problem. But we do have wells. This will help quite a bit. Just need to pick a couple of spots to get them in. So it just means I can hold off from putting in the aqueducts just yet, because I need to do a lot of moving around for that stuff, right? And then happiness, we can do the same with the watchtowers. So obviously we already have one in there, actually. Let's make sure they're worthwhile. And we can also stick in population and health for our Shrine of Ceres. This one is quite the size. Now, it's the same size as a house, so we ideally want this, because I can only have, I think, we're allowed 5, so I can get one over this way. So one in there, A very cool looking shrine, by the way. I want that to overlook once these houses are upgraded. So for now, we'll get one there. And then I need to decide where else would be a really good fit. I think right here. Boom. What do we need for that? We need 5 concrete to get the next one in. And latrines are now done. That's health-wise, though. We don't need to worry about those. Then we got Hippocratic Corpse afterwards, which will give a massive thing. Then the Day Watch. So all of these coming in. It's pretty handy. I am taking my time. I'm not rushing things. I'm making sure I've got everything I need, keeping it all in. We are maxing out on pigs and stuff, but we still have enough. So until I increase population, we should be fine. Money is fantastic. Honestly, I should go take this island as well. We've let this one tick up a little bit now. You'll see we have 18 wood, so we can officially get the next wood chain in, and we can start houses. This is exclusively, we're going to give them the basics, and these guys are just going to send wine over. I don't need that other one yet, so we're just going to get 2 of those in. Get 1 upgraded. Then we're going to need to get some people actually housed. Yeah, nice market and pub either side, and we'll slowly get this island up to where it needs to be. So we've got 2 lots of wood. I need to actually put a road in. That would make sense. But yeah, we'll let that tick up nice and slow. And then once the workforce comes in, I should be able to go ahead. So this is the old one, but we can get Vineyard in. So like I said, we'll need to bring in the other stuff, but I reckon I can get it in this way. So it's 100 that we need for this. I can utilize this space. Is that my 100? It is. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and get in what we need. 55 tons of wood, 64 tons of rope. Got 49 in there. That's almost there, so we just need a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and destroy that one out. That'll give us a little bit of workforce back, and I'm going to get rid of this. So the plan is a couple of houses along here. Nothing too crazy. That should then give us all the workforce we need. But look at our money. Denarius is flowing, baby. So let's look at this wine production chain then. We'd need an apiary, which requires meadow area. Nice and easy, so we'd need this open. And honestly, over here would be great. So you only need 80 meadow areas, so honestly, I could get this like pretty good over here, couldn't we? So we'd need probably 3 vineyards at the other one. Then the Vintica. This is income and prestige that affects the building. So we definitely want to get this bad boy in somewhere around here. And as we're going to stick with building upwards, I think there. So we're going to get these guys out just for a second. I'll put the vineyard in there. There we go. We've got everyone back in. They're all over the place, but we've got our vineyard ready. This is going to bring in, obviously, great stuff. Lower health. Don't you worry about my health. I don't wonder if I can change these over them. Might change this nomadic herder for the other health guy. Oh my god, we've got some kind of medicus that we need to get over here. I'm sorry. They're all gonna die. There you go. They'll go straight out and deal with that. That gives us that. So we put in the officium. We're going to get rid of you. Then over here, we're going to get upkeep cost, income area. I reckon I might have to sacrifice some income for now. Although, workforce needed. Let's swap those over. Then in this one, we're going to stick that one. That should give us the workforce boost. Alright, we're going to look for some new quests now to see if there's any new people we can get. Oh, okay. We can't do any of that. That's a good one, but we can't afford that. Probably do the sandals one. Oh, there we go. What's this? Hit points plus 50, self-repair speed 100%. So we could get that in one of our ships. 20 tons of cheese, not something we can do yet, though. We can get the rest of our ropes, hopefully, now, though. So that 59. So we need 5 more tons of ropes. Probably time we go and choose our island in Albion before we're too late. So Zara Nitu did not ask, and she's already well established over here. Holy crap, she is flying. Yeah, she's got the good ones. I think the middle ones might be the ones we go for. Right, I'm going to get my apiary in because I want to start gathering. Just to get a little bit of a surplus on that one. This isn't going to be bad at all. And once we finish our quest with the ropes, I can then finish off getting these guys over. In the meantime, we'll continue getting Penthesilea up to where it needs to be. So we've got 2 farms. I'm actually just going to get the third one ready and we'll fill out the rest of the area. So I'm going to go take these over to get the wine going, actually. We've only got one slot in each of these, but I should be able to trade for them. So we've got 64 plus 55. We've got our thingies. We're good. So we're going to first deliver our stuff. So we're going to go on over, get those items in. Then these guys, you're going to grab... Not you. Sorry, trade. Thank you, Diana. Really appreciate the trade. The trade at selling goods is crazy at the moment. Making so much money. I might just put all goods a bit higher now. So we're going to stock them up. And we'll say minimum stock of, I don't know, let's say 70. So we don't need to start selling too much to them. But anyway, I need 3 tons of concrete. So this boat can go ahead and do that. You're going to get the 9... tons of tiles, and fleet 2 is going to go on over to the third island and we're going to get these built. We've got the population to do it now, and honestly these guys are going to be pretty happy over here. We don't need to worry too much as long as we don't go any further. They've got their pub and marketplace and a bit of fish, so they're fine. And now all ropes that come in, I can go into rebuilding now this new stuff. So I'm going to need one more civilian ship to bring the grapes back over, and then for this, the Vintner, sorry, is ready to go in as well. We won't build that yet because we're a little bit off. I wouldn't mind saving up to get this bad boy in. So we just need 3 more concrete, actually. We're doing really well on that. And the Emperor request, we should be able to give that in. There you go. So we get a nice reputation with him. We don't need to worry too much. I'm wondering what ship this is. Okay, that's just a raider ship, so I should be able to kill this one to find Diana's missing servant as well. Yeah, let's go this side. So we can build up on this and then build what we need this way. So we can get houses maybe in here. It's not going to be huge to start with. I know we're just going to need to make sure we have a military presence. And then after that, we'll go for maybe a herbs one. Although, is that one better? Right, my ships are under attack as well. So let's go back in there. It's all go now. There is so much going on. My flagship was being hit by something. We're just going to chase that one then. All right, let's dump off our tiles. And our concrete. Let us begin. There we go. We can start our vineyards. Beautiful. So grapes will be coming in. I will need another trade ship to come out then. So I think we need 3 more ropes and then we're good to start. I wonder if I might buy another ship. Yeah, look at this. Let's get these on a separate one. Let's go bring them back here. So we'll have that. I reckon we've got a four boat thingy now, so I think that's quite important. And we can now afford the theatre. 15k. Boom. We have to have a look at this thing. I think this was the right thing to do to get this in because knowledge is just going to go crazy. Look at it. That's super cool. That does require us to obviously upgrade these guys, but I might set up a little farm villagey area over this way. How are you doing? Are you able to fight? Yeah, if I put it this way, we have the 2 guns we can fire with. There we go. That's better. And then the fire arrows will take this one down. Alright, we found her. Taking the ship down. We will rescue her, don't you worry. Look at her. Oh, there's more than one. They're just holding on, bless them. We got you. We have a ransom demand. Queso. 16,000... No, refuse and accept the risk. We have a bit of a fleet now, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to bring these guys in to our main island for now. And we're going to go and kill off some pirates with this 4-man boat squad. And we got our ropes for the next civilian ship as well, so we'll get that one moved over. There we go. We have a 4-ship fleet now. We're going to go hit up some of these pirates and have a bit of fun. Now, we're over because we have too many, but it's fine. I'm shooting my island. How dare you? We're all good. I've got my ships coming for you. Let's go. They should all just burn this down pretty quickly as they fly through. We shall see. What is that? That's a Raider 1. Yeah, should be fine. Look at that. Boom. Anything good? We're just going to have to take a few ships out. There's a couple more coming along, so we need to be careful to deal with those. And then we'll go repair up. Let's go. And then we'll spin it around this way because we're going with the wind. Just got to protect our own here. It's going to be a lot of war. Shouldn't be a problem though. Right, day watch is going to finish. We need to move on to something next. So we're going to go for the shrine just because, and specialist permits, which is always handy. Then we'll get the depot. And because we now can, we can go into the water construction, the workforce, Aqueducts boost farms, and resin tapper can use meadows is pretty OP. Let's go down this route. Ooh, loading speed as well. Holy crap. And water consumption. Oh, and plebeian workforce. Let's just do that. That's crazy, man. We'll go all the way down this tree, get all these unlocked. Just so there's loads queued up. We'll go all the way down this tree as much as we can. Then we're going to have to go aqueducts at some point. And there we have it. We have officially got this one up. So grapes are ready to set up a trade route now as well. So we are going to hit up Latium, Triton. From the small island to the second island, we're going to load up. We already have 15 tons of grapes. That's fantastic. So we're going to hit that one. And we'll call that grapes 1 as well. So lovely trade coming in. I should be able to get this one going very soon. The Vintner is, though, it's only 17 of these guys. So I'm just going to get it in now so it's ready. Then bear in mind that gives income, happiness, belief, and -1 knowledge. That's fine because they're gonna get, yeah, that makes sense. But we got the knowledge boost from this anyway, as well as happiness. So happiness is really good. We do need to work on aqueducts at some point then. So we need to decide where this comes from. We can get a basic one going. The problem being is we'd have to trunk it quite far. Absolutely nuts on how much it's going to cost, but we could reduce this down to start for a fire safety thing. Bit overkill, but we get the full thingy back anyway. So that in itself will cost quite a lot of concrete. But we'll get that going. I think what we can do is trunk one in this way. So we need to figure out where we're going to place them. That's the main thing. And it makes sense to cover our industry buildings early on, but the more houses we can cover, the better, right? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of moving around. That's cool. We'll get that going. And let's get ourselves into Albion to finally settle this island. Hopefully it isn't gone. There we go. We are in. And you do start off with a little bit of stuff. So the good news is we can get wood production pretty early on. Maybe we'll just get 2. And we start off with some wader workforce anyway to start that production. And this wood here is temporary. I'll move them over. I think I'll just get my houses down this way anyway. We'll just get our first lot of wader workforce in. So we just need a couple of smaller thingies. And they need cockles. So a small little section. Yeah, it's tiny, this little area. And they need an eel grabber, which is out this way. And we'll need it to obviously have a connection point for the road. Let's keep it nice and basic. Has that still got everything? 140. Perfect. Does that reach? No. So we're going to need a warehouse. Let's go right there. Because we're going to get more people in there anyway. So we'll slowly start to build this one up. They're quite easy to satisfy early on. So we just need the cockles and eels. We'll have these when we get population. Then it is just the supply of fashion goods. I think I'll go... I kind of want to go Celtic with these guys. I'm not too sure yet. And we'll continue our boat trip just to see where everyone is. And I think we've finally got our unlocks in the other regions. So I probably should go back and get those in as well. I'm still working on this fire stuff. So let's up our concrete that little bit more now. So we have... How many is it? 10. Let's get one more in. I'm just going to check over the raw resources, make sure we're good. We're good on both of those, yeah. So I think we can get one more concrete thing in. It's probably what's needed. If we want to get an aqueduct, we may as well get it. Let's get that in. That should be the 3 that covers us, and we'll still have enough to get those going. So that should then give us the extra per thingy. So I can actually get something done. We are completely full on wood. I need to actually use it. So I think I'm going to start a new housing area kind of out this way. Just something really basic to give us some workforce and money. So I can get rid of them later anyway. And this bit will look a little bit nicer. There we go. Look, nice basic one. We'll get this connected in. And we can, like, that is going to obviously up and cause us issues with farming and that. So we will need to obviously keep an eye on those. But I'm not going to upgrade them. They're going to stay at tier 1. So as long as we have enough of these, which we should do, we're at 140% because of Sarah's anyway. I don't see a problem. The one that might need to bump is mackerel. But at the moment, it seems to be all right. Reason being is I can then get the extra water things in. There we go, up on the hill. So I might try and move our tier 3s up this way eventually. We'll see, we'll see. I might move it all around. There we go. I've got a couple of latrines in as well. So we'll get those across. That gets our health back up above, so we are all good. It's just fire. Fire is crazy until we get the aqueducts in. I'm quite tempted to up the olives also on this island. And the resin. Let's get another resin tapper in. Got plenty of room around this way. There we go. We'll up that production for the stuff bringing over. And let's see, did we get our wine going? We did. We have full wine, baby. That's good. All right. I think it's time we went into our weapon stuff. So we are going to start this chain here. We need to use these guys in the mountain to set up the iron production. And it cost me crazy amounts. This one is almost set up, to be fair. So it makes sense to go up here. I'm just going to start a really small production. I'm going to bring this all the way down the edge of the cliff. But I will counter this with somewhere for the fire station. Now, we'll need to keep an eye on charcoal as we get these ones in. So let's just double check all of the resources once again. Still good. We got plenty of charcoal coming through, so we are fine. I'm going to need to consider the basic resources, so we'll start with just fish. I did do a big expansion. There we go. We're all good. So everything's matching. Just need a little bit of silica. And hopefully that can still reach. That can. So the trading post is getting pretty busy, but we're fine. We're on 18 now, so I should soon have the fire stuff sorted. I think I'm okay to upgrade a few more. So we want this area probably here. But I actually also want to upgrade a couple of these guys. That's it. There we go. We now have their new options. I'm nowhere near them. Togas, though. Yeah, here we go. So snailery plus flax farm. So we can do flax. Then silver mine, silver forge, and the fibularium. So these are all in the Albion kind of area. Then it's writing tablets and fine glass. There's so much to consider. That one looks easy enough, though. We can just bring those raw resources back and set the chains this way. But we will need cheese first. So it's going to be ox farm and dairy, which will just produce cheese straight at the other one. Send it over. Right, let's finally finish this. We'll deliver Diana Harbour across to you. Sorry, Diana. Oh, Diana's stuff across. And I might get my full squad together to see if we can go do this quest now. Thinking in Albion. I'm just wondering what we do here. Because we've got Minerva unlocked. That would be good for the tunics. And then we can do that for flax, trousers, and sheep. But honestly, Sarah, is there anything you do for us? I don't think so. Sardines. The god on the New World. There's not too much we need out of them. Other than maybe... Let's just set the patron god that out here. Hello, Governor. I've been thinking we're a bit wimpy when it comes to warfare. Maybe we shouldn't be. Maybe we should train. Would that be good? Yeah, go on then. We will, but we've got more to do. So let's go ahead and just get the basics set up again in here then. So we'll get marketplace and... Oh, these are nice. I'm actually going to go around that. I might just stick a double road there. No, let's leave that blank. We need area to work with, so let's just get a few in. Oh, Voada's here. There we go. We need to make sure we've got these in. I'm going to get my boat out there because that's dangerous. Let's come home. We'll send it home that way. Let's have a look at some of these islands then that we uncovered. To be honest, they took all of the ones with herbs apart from these little ones that are left. So we might want to go and grab that. Yeah, I'm going to come in and try and grab this one. So we'll get these herbs and resin over this way anyway. Let's continue on. They want reed shoes. So this one is pretty straightforward. We basically just want to get these guys to tier 2. So we'll keep these down this way. This needs to be in the old, what's it called? And it will be some kind of reed farm. So I'm going to turn this maybe this way. I'm trying to avoid building the roads for the wood, because they are quite expensive. And there's the first one. Then we'll get the shoe weaver. So hold on. 1 minute. We need 2 shoe weavers for this one. We'll get one in the middle here. And then the tunics. We'll get one in the middle next to it. And we'll get our first hemp farm in. I think the hemp farm will just have to go this way. There we go. And that is all of their requirements for tier 1. Should be satisfied. Yeah, we're good. Right, and then we'll get this wood kind of moved out. So it's this one here. Let's get this put onto the other side of the island, because there's no bridges we've got to build over at least. And I think I can just get it in there. And we'll follow that up with a warehouse in that one. So that means I should be able to also move this over. We now have a little bit of farm room to at least get these guys going. And then we'll get a warehouse. I think I'll get a warehouse just straight next to these. And then we can get in a couple of little buildings that we need in there. They did reach this one, but I think it was a bit far. Maybe I could get rid of that, actually. There we go. We got a second one of those in. So these guys should have more than enough of everything they need now. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, what do we have here? Hand and heart. So, trade revenue plus 20%. Subsidize religion and education. 4 hours will give us belief and knowledge. Maintain the status quo. Peregrinata. Trade revenue, knowledge and belief is pretty crazy. How much does it cost? 20,000. Got 107k. I'm going to go for knowledge, because we're going to smash through that, I think. We're already doing really well. Look how many we've got through. Just insane, man. I just need to keep pushing it, though, for sure. And let's unlock the trireme. And then the permits. We're just going to push down this tree. Because the Vigil's fire and safety effect down there is going to help as well. All right, what do we have? Take his reed shoes. We'll show forgiveness. He's fine. We don't need it. We've got all of that set up. You can go away, the leader of Skarha. Nobody cares. We will fight you later on. I say nobody cares. We're going to need some major defense up against these guys. It's going to be quite scary, actually. All right, we'll let that build up. We'll come back to upgrade you momentarily. You can see our overall population is nearly 3,000 now as well. I'm going to bring my ships together and see if we can take out one of these Quinqueremes with our flagship and those guys at the moment. Also going to start thinking about what we can do for the tier 2 guys on this one. So we could get better stuff. So we can get Grammaticus, push the knowledge even further with one in this city. So, I mean, it fits really nicely in one of these. Right, we're going to get one Grammaticus straight in there. And we're also going to get the Sanctuary for happiness and belief. And I think I might strip out this one also. Does mean we'll need to take out the road. There we go. So we'll give our second island what they want over here. This means these guys will be a lot happier and we'll gain quite a bit. I might need to just get rid of that one though. That can be used for something else. So let's put you over there as well. We can save that for one of our health and safety things. I mean, I could get in Watchtower. You need a road to go to it though. There we go. We can keep these guys all nice. I'll probably go ahead and get in the fire stations as well. I'm going to expand these a little bit further, guys. So I am working on both towns. I'll get both of those in. So this town is pretty much in a good place, right? I don't need to worry. Right, let's bring this fleet together. And let's go see what we can do. I think I might go cause a disturbance. No, there's one over this way. So we're going to come and try and meet them. And let's just take a moment to actually look over everything. Obviously, ignore the ghost image of the aqueducts. I'm still not sure whether I'll put that in yet. I might just deal with fires and wait, to be honest. But we're getting some good concrete in, so that's good stuff. And then over on our second one, this is what... Sorry, our third island, this is what we're looking at. Nice, cute little thing. And the second island is actually building up quite well. We've got good build space here. So this one, there's no harm in this one becoming quite big also, I think. Now back in Albion, I think we have everything to get our upgrades going. So we're going to need to now choose our path. Romano or Celtic means we can get brooches, bird tongues in aspic, and hand mirrors. This is what they need. Cheese, cloaks, and chariots would be the other one. I'm actually very tempted to try Celtic. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go Celtic. And the Celtic tier 2 houses look awesome, I think. We're going to go ahead with a small amount of upgrades. Probably this block just here for now. And then maybe we've got quite a lot of workers. So let's get them in. And we can grab in the quest as well. And a festival can be hosted. So I think we'll pay for the festival, to be honest. Just because that's nice and easy. That's our quest this way. And we get ourselves a nice person to join. We've got our building limit, but it'd be nice when we get our third officium. I should be able to get in this way. Now, this is how we get the cheese across to the other island, right? So we're going to need our ox farms. What does that require, actually? This is needs to be in the blinking thingy marshland. So we'll try maybe here. And then we'll need to get these guys in. I feel sorry for these things. There we go. We'll get 5 in a block like that. So that requires reeds. We need reed gatherer, mud dryer as well. These things are so annoying. The amount you have to put in. So we'll get a mud dryer. We're going to need a warehouse to cover these goods. And then we'll need a labourer's yard. So labourer's yard will have close to this as well. Let's get that in. And then once we have it, we'll start the cheese stuff. So we need 2 cheese kitchens. I'm going to build loads of these because I'm going to send them across anyway. But these give population and happiness. Oh, happiness, sorry, but the needs will come in. So where do we want to get this? I think pretty central's good. I think we'll start the first one in the middle. It's not the best place to build for area effect, I can't lie, but I'll try and build out as much as I can on that one. And then we'll prep in another one because we want multiple. So worth noting, we're going to need 4 of those to service it. It's going to cost us quite a bit in people. And we are out. So we're just going to collect some of the mud up, get this going. Labourer's yard is in. And we've got the mud dryer, yeah, reed field. We've got the second one in. We probably need a third one. And I'll try and get this going as best I can. I need construction materials, but we can at least prep it. There we go. Got the workforce. And then once we have these guys going, we're happy days. Good production chain. We'll start the tier 2. Then we get onto a brewery. So luckily we got barley fertility on this one. I didn't even realize we needed it. So that's fantastic. So I can get beer in nice and easy. All right, guys, you'll see I'm just paused up a second. I've taken the time to move things around to make them a little bit better. Look, I've encompassed this to get a better radius. So, and I've shuffled the houses. I am still going to be moving a lot of them around, but I really wanted to start prepping. So I've stripped a little bit out so we can get our first aqueduct cistern in that would actually do some good. Now, I may go further in. I still might try and push it to come into about here, so it's pretty central. That will cover pretty much all the main houses there. And this is only really temporary. I've moved a couple more houses over that we haven't got on the edge to go that way. Now we have 57 concrete, so we could potentially get that in. However, with me moving this around, so what I did do is I moved the Garum works out. I've chucked that away. So anything that was causing a fire risk, I've taken out a little bit from in here. I've kept the baker though. But no, I didn't actually. I moved it out. Sorry, the baker is down here, and so is the Garum works now. So we've got rid of that. Where did I stick it? I don't remember where I put it. Yeah, over here. So we've got them out this way, which is helping with the fire and stuff. Because we've got such high happiness, I was okay to move things about. And I moved the statue over this way. So yeah, we're ready to kind of move forward, which is great. Obviously, I'm still going to move these around, but we're in a better spot for sure. And then over on this island... Yes, we've got a festival, but over here we're good. And then on, I'll just start it back up. Over here, we've actually put in every chain to get these to tier 2 because I'm sick of looking at this plebeian workforce that is required. I have no idea why they're required, but they are. And as we've got so much wood and tiles in here, I'm going to go ahead and get in the depots. So I'll probably just stick the depots here. We'll start with just one. And that means we can just get production going again on these, which is fine. Now we're on to safe havens. So you can see we've already gone pretty far down. There's quite a lot we can still do. Going all the way down these trees as much as we can though, because we're now at a position, well, we're going to unlock this soon. But the plan is now that I've tidied these up a little bit, I'm going to get rid of that one. Oh, hello, got to fix this. We've got room. And we're all good. So yeah, got good amount of population. Fire risk is still high. I did delete out some of the smaller ones though to make room for the workers. But yeah, if I can get this in, we're good. So maybe we do that. There we go. So we're going all the way over. If I just go ahead and move this charcoal burner. So I'm not sure how much all of this is going to cost us. So we would need, firstly, that to go in. We're going to start the water. And the more you have, the better the flow, is it? I think. So we're going to start building this. I don't know how much concrete we have, but that should start the water flow coming down. Can we see it? Look at that. Glorious. So yeah, the other thing is to use up some of these workers and get a little bit more production on concrete. So we've got the 3 over here. I'm tempted to start one either up in the top or we get another one somewhere else. So we stick in another limestone quarry. No, we'll hold fire. So let's go on back on to Albion and let's finish off that tier 2 work we were doing because we were doing a great job. We just need to finish off. The quest can wait. And there we go. We got our first cheesemaker. And we did make our way over to this island. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. It's only 14,000, so we'll get our second one over this way as well. This is okay. It's quite far away from the pirates anyway, so it should be fine. And I think we'll get just some basic wood also going over here. We're lucky that the trees are nice and close, actually. And then this one, we're going to put the residents probably over this way. So we've got a good starting point. Just going to do a couple of blocks of 6 just there. I reckon we can get these in as soon as possible. Have that layout done. And yeah, we'll just let some wood build up. So Temet Wheel, it's a very, very one. Trade treaty offer from Zaranitu. Now this is good. We can do that because honestly, it's just even more money. Right, let's see if we're ready to hit an upgrade yet. It's coming in. We're almost there. Let's check the resources so I can get this plebeian guys in. Right, that looks good. Wood is fine. Forage and 1 more of each. So I think we've got the raw resources. Sheep are good. So 1 hemp and then 2 of each of the others. And then 1 more set of porridge and then we're good. So I reckon I could probably... Thinking about squeezing 1 here, but I want to save that for olives, I think. So we'll just quickly get 1 in this end. Lovely. Porridge should be maxed. And there's the upgrade. So we'll do probably this small group in here. I should get rid of this plebeian issue. 1 more. Beautiful. You can leave me alone now to do my thing. Right, we're gonna soon have quite a bit of cheese coming in from this section. We've got a little bit that they'll be using here, but we're gonna need to set up that trade route for sure. We have unlocked the recreation ground and the Phantom. So Phantom will be useful. Now, question is, where do we put this? Be tempted just to get it up here, to be honest. And then recreational ground. I can move that out of the way and squeeze it in there. Trying to make use of quite awkward kind of thingy here. We've got to build through the mountain. It's going to look really cool when it's done, but we don't have that much space, and I'm going to keep my industry over this way. We've also run out of beach space on there, so I'm going to have to build over this way too. This is crazy, man. Go here. Let's also start a really small production of charcoal this end, so I reckon we can get away with just sticking that in there. A warehouse by this one, and then we'll move that one out. And we're gonna start working into this. So it's 30 seconds to 30 seconds on the malt house. We need 2 barley farms to 1 malt house to 2 breweries. So let's get 2 barley farms. Don't have that much population to work with though, if I'm honest. Maybe a small production of this. So to 1 malt house, 2 breweries. We're going to stick them all over here. There's a fire risk, so I don't know whether I want to put these out the way, actually. Let's get them in here. So we're ready for the malt also, and the beer. All right, this one's looking good to get all our houses in. We'll start with just a couple, get the basic amenities for them, and some cockles. Hopefully they're happy enough with that. Some jelly eels. So we've got to come all the way over here for that. Have a proper look. It's a little bit ugly in Albion, I can't lie. By ugly, I think just very different. Not ugly, it's just grim, right? The rain. Imagine living like this. Oh wait, I do. It's like the UK. Oh dear. It looks nice. The buildings are really cool. I love that it's unique. I'm actually looking forward to doing a playthrough starting over here, actually. And yeah, second one is coming in. We've just got to wait for a little bit more to kind of go. I think I'll go back to Latium for a few minutes. See if we can get another ship going. I'm going to go take my fleet right here. And we are going to go and attack this baby. Well, we're going to attempt it anyway. Got one that's pretty weak, but I think we'll be absolutely fine with these guys. So just looking, there's really not enough olives and resin coming in, so I'm going to up that even further. Resin, we should. Did I get my unlock yet? We can't. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3. I really feel like we could do more with this. We'll get one more of those. We'll also get one more olive farm. However, I'm going to stick this... Can I get away with it in here? Probably. Oh yeah, more than enough. I'm just going to get another smaller ship on the go. We'll get one more civilian one whilst we've got the resources to burn. And we've got 24 more old concrete, so let's go ahead and get this going. Just want to reduce the fire risk at the moment. We're almost there, look. And Villa Retinue done. That gives us the extra, right? So we're now... That's amazing. So now we're working on duct irrigation. So once that's done, it would make sense for us to get a little off bit on this and put farms in over this way. Right? That would free up quite a bit of space over here if we wanted to. So I might go and put like hemp or lavender over there, you know. We are fighting. Oh, wow. Let's maybe... get you going this way. You can come out so they switch target. Let's see if we can get a lot of shots. Yeah, we should be able to take this down nice and quickly. Wow, they're quite powerful, aren't they? You're going to die. We're going to lose one here. That's alright. We are going to take him out at least. He's stronger than I thought. I think we can repair with ease and at least get something out of it. See what we get for the delights of killing it. Ooh, drowning, captured at liberty. We're going to need those. I'll bring him to the harbour before they freeze. Wow. Alright, let's queue up one more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel that. Let's see if there's any ships for sale. Any military ships. That's what we want. No, they're just other ones. Right, deliver 8 tons of concrete. We really don't need money. That's the thing. I wouldn't mind some of these. So, health from Garum, if supplied, would be really good. 244 tons of sardine. How many tons of sardine do we have? 80. Just looking at the different people we can buy as well. Whilst we've got money, look, these are all water. Productivity 10%, 600k, look at that. Additional 1 ton charcoal every 10 cycles. Fuel efficiency plus 25%. There's some crazy ones you can get. So these are all ship damage. There's a productivity there. Prestige is nice. Available patrols. Anyway, we'll give the captured Liberty over. We're going to get all these rested up. Going to set my next ship to come out, and we've got one ready to do its thing. And I'm setting in. So what I'm doing on this small island is setting a always buy. So we've got tiles set there. If concrete's allowed, it is. We're going to say maintain a stock of 4 concrete as well, so we can just get in small amounts of wine should we need it. And just the final piece now, we have the first one in. Our fire should go down, and so should the health. Does that also give happiness? Let me check these guys. So that gives just fires and health. Yeah, that's fine. So we could free up more workers by doing this. We're actually in a good place though with some of our lower end ones. I don't want to upgrade too many, but I do want to get some more in. That's it. I want to get that small block in there. We'll keep going with a tiny bit more. Concrete is in, so should be able to get these 2 going. We might need an upgrade on this warehouse though. But I think for now, that should be quite a few grapes coming in. I might set up that cheese trade now, if I'm honest. I'm going to go from Albion to my main. It's going to be very risky. We're going to give it a go either way, though. Silk Weaver, you're going to do us proud here. Oh, see, we got 29 cheese already, so we're going to get both that to that. Call that Albion Cheese 1. Lovely. We'll see how well that gets on. We'll just let it do its thing. Eventually, over time, we should get some of that going. And let's finally get this in. Let's see. Oh, my word. Look at that. That actually is insane how much that just gave me. That aqueduct makes for a nice picture finally over here, doesn't it? I think next I'm going to move and get some farms in this little area. Think it'll make sense. So we need it pretty central. We want it to probably hit these as well. It's got pretty wide area, so we could... Yeah, here makes sense. We can move some of these industry buildings to reduce the fire load then as well. That's actually really cool. Are we allowed to attach from the... We are. Okay. That could work. And then we put some of the farms out this way. So I'm going to start with probably grabbing the flax farms then. There we go. And we've got the one in this way. I can start building this in. It's going to be kind of a big deal, if I'm honest. I'm going to upgrade that warehouse ready because I've also got to move some of these over. It's not going to be the oat ones. I think I am going to do wheat, though. There we go. Those two are in. This is going to be crazy when these are in, man. That's going to give us the extra, because I'm pretty sure they do give extra. Give through a research, at least. I did see that, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Aquaboost Farms, the one we're doing right now. So in 10 minutes, these will be good. And what that does do is give us huge amounts of space to work with over this way. You know what? It makes sense to do the oat farms too. Boom. I've changed the path just to get them along here. I think it still reaches. Yeah, it does. And here we go. The final ones. Have I got enough? I think so. Boom. There it is. Reduced fire risk. We're now down to -254. It's still not the best. That is great, though. However, if we open our farms once this finishes, you can see we're pretty much on the verge of all of them, right? Lavender I haven't moved over yet, but we're going to hit this very soon. We're 5 minutes away and we'll get all the big boost. Now, I would be tempted to move the lavender over, but it is giving pretty good happiness. So for now, we will leave it. Okay, duct irrigation finished off then. Let's have a quick look. Look at that. That is insane. So lavender is the one we want to sort, but these two just jumped up massively. So did the hemp. So we haven't got to worry about those anymore. So yeah, just get a lavender field over this way, I think, and that will also give some happiness. There we go. Let's get that lavender in as well. And that will now give us a big boost there too, and will add even more happiness around. Look at this. Look at the health and stuff we've got going on. But now we're going with the untapped soils, so we can move those over when we need them as well. Alrighty, let's check on over here. These two we don't need to worry about. We haven't unlocked the other ones. We just need to get the Marvel supply. So that's either Forum or the baths. Now, we need to just get more equites to do that. I think I'm in a good place to upgrade a few more now. So we just need to make sure consumption's fine. I'm going to go with these two. Those two. I do just want to do these guys around the main center bit. And then a couple of the other ones as well, just to get us moving a bit more. We've got more than enough now with this extra workforce and everything, really. So I can put some more up. And there's our new options. Crazy, man. Writing tablets needs... This is where Sandarak comes in. We're going to need to take another island. We also need mineral. So, let's have a look. Sandarak and minerals. This one would work. But I'd also want the seashells. So this one, this smaller one right here, is actually fantastic. But I need to double check first before we go into it. Yep, so it's just Libertus to do Sandarak, Plebeians to do Mineral Quarry, Plebeians for this, and then we could, this bit can be done, so we just need Plebeians to bring that back. So yeah, we can take that island. Although we have a lot of money. If I take this one here, is that sensible? It has a super cool beachhead, doesn't it? Like, for that reason only, I would probably take that. It is big. But we'd be able to get a lot of minerals from it. We got 5 mountain slots. Although, how many does that one have? Yeah, just 3 mountain slots on that one. But we do need the room. Maybe we'll take this one. So let's come on into the beachhead this way. Alright, back in Albion, let's make sure we're okay. We've got a shortage of workforce because of illness. So maybe we should do the right thing and get medics in the grounds here. And it fits perfectly in there, to be fair. So let's do it. What does that need? Tiles. Damn it. I wonder if we can buy tiles here. Oh, we can. Let's maintain a stock of 10 tiles this way. And just like that, our tier 2, we've unlocked the old trousers, the talks. I am going to try my best to get all this in, and we're quite lucky actually. We've got the dye plants already here, so trousers will be fine. Don't have a copper mine though. I'm not sure if that's in my other region. No, here it is. There's not many with it. There's one this end. That is the only island with copper. What about our second one we took over? It's got iron, right? Yeah. And our plague is gone, so we can start getting this in. Medici, well, we've got one more going. So I just need, to be honest, this. We'll get the recreational ground in, because this thing gives happiness and health within a region as well. Let's have a look. Like some old school playground, man. Which actually we've brought round as throwing axes or archery by the looks of it. Very cool. Okay, where do we want to stick this? Look at this, 135k for this island. Oh my goodness, it is crazy though. It has marble, so I mean, let's do it. We'll take it. That's pretty epic, to be honest. I'm going to bring these guys back out there. Looks like we might be able to catch out this this ship. We're going to come this way, and as always, I'll just get in some basic wood. Trying to get pretty central for where I'll build. I'll just go around like that. So these guys, we're going to make sure have everything in. I'm just going to blueprint pretty much everything for them before we do it. So we can have the basics of the starting shops, and then we can get our houses around it. Look at that fire safety. That is insane. Happiness area. I really want to buy him. So I've got 6 minutes if I wanted to get over there. I don't... Oh yeah, what we could do... You know what? I'm going to buy this ship. Then I'm going to buy this fire safety. Have we got enough? Attack. Just going to pause that. I'm going to bring this one back to us. And then we're going to get these guys hitting this. I'm going to try and take as much of a hit with this one as I can whilst the other guys kind of start hitting it. Go with the wind. And then come back this way. I really don't want to die. Do not take out my flagship. Turn on to these. That's it. Oh, that was risky business, wasn't it? We're good. Should be able to kill this. If they kill one, that is absolutely fine. We have no problem with that. I think we might kill it first. No, they've taken one ship. But we have killed it. Boom. Perfect. And we've got 49 tons of concrete again. I should be able to start upgrading some roads. And we're just going to do the center circle bits to try and get better reach across to my houses. There we go. Look at this. So these have much better now. We're hitting pretty much everything, and with that is better things here. Huge knowledge points coming in. Untapped soil will be finished, and that's all of our concrete done. But the path's coming in nicely. Look at this place. The aqueduct, man. It's so cool. Let's give over the last quest one. Rescue the captured Liberté. Look at that. We get a bit of... What do we get? Trade prices -5. Cargo weight slowed down. Unfavorable wind impact. Favorable wind angle. And hit points. Wow, that is insane. We'll save that for some of our bigger ships. We'll move you in to be repaired, at least. And that is cool. We're not that far away from getting our triremes in anyway. And now I've just seen this one. Because we are these guys, we can now put charcoal burners to harvest trees in meadows, so we can move our charcoal burners around into a better spot once we have that. Then I'm having a look. So Albionic water construction would allow the placement of coastal production buildings in the water. Trees would also use meadows. That is insane. And way to workforce. So we are going to come down this one. All islands, iron deposits 50%. And allow all mines to benefit from hydraulics via aqueducts. Wow, there's some insane unlocks, isn't there? Water supply plus 50% as well, so we may as well keep coming this way. Obviously need to do some military soon. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can grab some of the lower ended ones, wall upkeep, because we will eventually get the walls. Gods help me, I've lost crates of good orders by the Emperor. Will you help the merchant find his wares? Look around the harbour for the first one. There they are. Passing through a residential area. I mean, they are highlighted. We've got a pretty big residential area, so... You know, the Emperor is quite keen on things I find around the world. It isn't the future I envision, but it's honest work. Okay. All the crates have been found, but the merchant apprentice is missing. Find the apprentice, Donarius Larenius. Probably in the pub. It must be over here. What is this?
Wants to ban kiss.
What is going on? Yeah, he was smashed. Look, I knew it. The merchant is ashamed of his drunken apprentice, but still needs the wares delivered. Deliver the crates to the trader. Of course I have to do this, right? Well, off we go then. He's in my harbour anyway. And have we got some wood to work with? We do. Get these houses in them. And honestly, we're going to need to get the basics going. This island, this is a really good one. Just thinking where to kind of put it. I think we'll get them the fish. We'll smash some farms at the top as well. And untapped soil has completed. So that means, for now though, we're in a good place. But I can remove all of these resin tappers to stick them anywhere. So just for the record, look, we can go anywhere. So as long as they've got good enough space, you can put them against the walls, whatever. That's really handy. Right, what have we got next? Hurried Horrier, which is plus 25% loading speed. So that means less warehouses too. Alright, I've just seen on the bottom we do need to get marble. So that's where this island is the perfect one, because we should be able to get that. Now that is plebeians. So this island is really important that we get to a minimum... Maybe basic tier 3. Hello. Complete that delivery. Let's see what we get. 13,000 plus berries of Nepenthe and a diary. What does that do? A diary hidden within a basket of coffee beans, depicting the awesome adventures of a merchant named Christianus Romanus. We're going to use that. The insomnium comes on nightly now. The damned serpent screams. I smell the cinnamon groves of Arabia Felix before they could be seen, and heard the screams of their guiding ear dawn. I traded for one bundle tied with a strip of serpent's wing, proof enough for any doubt, but now I think I'll sell it to the senator's wife of Ostia. Maybe that cursed bit of leather is keeping the screams in my dreams. Right, anyway, let's continue on then. We need a hemp farm, so these guys will probably come this way. We'll probably get 3 of those ready. We've got the clothing in. Get just 1 for now, then we'll need sheep. And sheep I'll put this side, just so we're a little bit separated. Boom. Right, that should be everything. Yep, that's everything for tier 1. Alrighty, so let's start the production chains for these. So I'm going to get 1 more apiary, because we are going to need it. And the beauty is, I should be able to stick this here. Then we'll get Sandarakium when we have it into Tabulus. So this gives income and knowledge, so it makes sense for this to go very much in the middle. Though, how many will we need? We'll need 2 of these anyway. 1 there, and 1 in here. Good. We'll have those ready. This is a really nice, easy chain, actually. I don't need to get these in for quite some time, because they are going to take ages. I could buy these goods in, but we don't have any flax fertility unless we take yet another island, so it might be better if we can just straight buy these items when we're making more cash. Yeah, so togas, I think we could try and maintain a stock of togas at, well, 10 for now. We'll just buy those in, we'll see what happens with money. I think that's sensible. For the record, we're stocked up pretty well on wine, so we have 89 in stock, and the olive oil we have 89 as well, so we're pretty damn good across the board for those as well, so we don't need to worry. So it's just these 2. I wouldn't want, these are the ones I want to get onto though, because of the health, fire safety and all that. The baths would be fantastic. I honestly think while we wait, I'm going to see if there's some nice trees we can fit around. Because it is a little bit bare, so we're going to go for a tiny bit decoration just because it can be quite nice. Yeah, see, just by adding in some trees, man, it makes the world of difference around the place. Obviously, I'm going to continue to improve this anyway. I think I'm going to keep upgrading, though, to get to the 800 equites that we need. There it is. That's what I'm going for. So we've now unlocked... Well, it's pretty good, actually. We've unlocked the horse breeder, the Equitium campus, and the siege workshops. Pretty epic. Not stuff that we need yet. But we've now got, well, the forum. How big is this thing? This is huge, isn't it? Look at the range on this thing, though. This can, in fact, go quite nicely. I'm impressed by the range on it. We could, in fact, try and go in here. And yeah, it reaches all the way over. So we'll get that placed there. I think it needs marble anyway. So we can't do that until that point. And then the baths will... Oh, this is going to need to go by Aqueduct cistern. So we're going to need to free up a lot of space for it. But we did move all that stuff over. Alright, I've made room for the baths by moving things around. I'll have to find a new spot for this tabulus, but I think it actually works over there just fine. But yeah, we've got them both in. I need 10 marble for this. I might be able to buy it in to get these things going, which, you know what? I'm going to do it. So we're going to maintain a stock of 10 marble for now. And I see we might need to get something in on this. But before we do that, let's get some more residents just built out this way. There we go. We'll get the Medici just on this area to fix that as well. But yeah, I'm going to buy in the marble. We'll get these things going. Well, we're here. You'll see that I've shuffled things around like crazy. So rather than having... I've got an aqueduct here and an aqueduct here. And I've also moved the position for these two. So we've got the baths and the forum that we can actually do because we're buying in marble at this guy. Now we've got to be really careful because we're at war with the pirates. And I've just been looking and the pirate is now onto these Raider 2 ships, which scare me. They're also at war with a couple of the others though. So for now, that's fine. So because of that, I've actually moved the trireme research to the top. So we're going to smash that out, which is almost done. And we're going to get these in. But I'm going to build the baths. 40,000. 40,000. However, I've got to figure out how this works. But this one does reach. So I can see... Oh, we run out of water. Oh, okay. So I think we actually need a second one. Yeah, we've only got 5. 25 for the baths. It's down here. So we could turn off a couple of the farms then maybe until we've got another one flowing. I have obviously upped the production. I might change all this round. So we could always move the iron. As far as I'm aware then, you can't put 2 into 1. So how would I do this? I guess a second one going into the farms, right? So I could run it alongside it. So we'd have the one... Okay, that's fine. If I just remove that then, that means our farms won't work, but the baths will, right? So that means this now has 55 spare water. So we'll be able to get this forum in, which also needs water. This is going to cost us an absolute fortune. 35,000, but let's do it. There's a lot more money to come from these, and our 2 are in. That should mean, yeah, we're good. I could also maybe just put some with the farms. I've got to be careful though, because we're going to run out of produce here. Like, yeah, I can already see that it's dipped. So we need oat. Not too bad, to be honest. I think I can just go ahead and build them in. And because of that health, look at our population boom that just kind of happened. So everything's going to go crazy because we just had an insane population change. Just moving our other weapon production up here as well. Just for the record, I've upped that like crazy as well. So I'm trying to get this going as much as possible. This will give us room to kind of work with, so that's fine. So we've got 2 ironworks, 2, 3 weapon makers up in this corner. We've also got the same. Not the same. We've got concrete here and concrete down here. So we upped that one and we're good. So I think I can start by bringing this down. It's going to be pretty expensive. But that's all right. I'll run it alongside. I think it makes a lot more sense. All right, this guy wants a defense pact. I'm going to say yes to Dorium just because I don't want any drama at the moment. The angle of this aqueduct is going to be a right old pain, to be honest. We'll try and work this out soon. I'm going to see if I can get this a different way. Can I flow it from anywhere else? And trireme is done. So I'm going to aim to get these guys out as much as possible now. So yeah, the short answer is we have just that one over there. We're using all the other ones. Looking over there, we're still fine. Yeah, so we just needed that 1 wheat farm anyway, so we can remove the water from there for now. We'll work on that one a little bit later when we've got more. What I might do is change this to come maybe this way, or I connect this one in. We can't have crossover either way, so we need to make sure we work that out. But anyway, let's have a proper look. These are mega and are going to come in so helpful for us, honestly. We've moved things like around like crazy as well, just to try and fit it, making it look a lot better. I've got little bits of gaps to fit extra service buildings in. So that's all good. The togas are purchasing also. So let's come on into one. Let's have a look at where we're at. So look at that. We just need writing tablets, I think, and we are good. So if we hop over to this island, which is Nasus, which has our marble and our sandarak on, we're already at tier 2. So I've got some things. I've already started tiles. So we're just expressing these guys, well, making sure that they are in a much better place. And I will continue to do so. We're pretty powerful over here, so I'm quite happy with that. And we're going to set up another production chain this end as well. So we have lots of flowing. This is going to become quite a big city also. And we've obviously got this one that's pretty big, but it's going to stay similar size to this with the farming, with the olives. But yeah, we really need to just get the triremes on. As it stands, we've got this this smaller fleet here. 6 ships, but most of them are weak. So we've got the triremes here, and I'm going to try and get sails. And we're going to get... I can't get ship scorpions yet, or these. So these are going to be weaker, but they're going to be fast, if that makes sense. So we will get a couple queued up. We've just got to be wary. We've got plenty of Libertas workforce to sort it. And what do we have here? Yep, we'll pay for the festival. Once again, Nasus. Hopefully get us a new person. Who is that? Oh, wow. Health +2. Oh, yeah. I'll talk through the towers in a moment also. So I've put in a tower or 2 just to cover the island's port because the pirates are ramping up and I am concerned they have a lot more going on with them. I've got to start defending my trade routes. Now, the needs will need something over here. We're going to need amphora or olive oil to get this one going. Now, what we could do is set up a separate one from this island and get some resin going. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. We don't really have trees, though, but we almost have the research. I think I can put these in meadow spots now, so we should be fine. And I'm going to start a bit of resin. I'm hoping I can get it down to the port, though. That should be fine. Yep. And I can get a couple of these on the same bit now. And we'll start producing that over here and sending that across to be made on Nasus. So I need to get this production chain kind of set up, really. We're going to get a couple of Scomber shacks in, or just the one, actually. I think we should be all right. I don't need a huge workforce for this one. And then salt ponds, luckily, we do have the research. I should be able to build. We might need to go on a different port, though. That's fine. We'll go this way. I'm pretty sure we can just start a really small production of these guys anyway. So we'll get some garum in for them. So that should cover this bottom one. We've got everything they need for that one. And then we just need sandals or soap. Now, whichever's going to give us, I think health is going to be soap, right? Problem with this one is we'd need to get lavender. So this is probably easier. We can use that salt pond and get one lot of pigs. And then just one cheeky sandal maker, probably somewhere in the middle. I might move one of these out to get them in. Yeah, we'll just stick it down in there. So that should give them all of these at tier 3. Then we just need... do we need both of these, actually? We might be able to just get away with the M4A here. And before I go into charcoal, we'll just double check it. Okay, we're fine. So I'll leave that one to do its thing. I forgot to also mention our first big batch of cheese did come in. So these guys are so happy. And we're buying togas. So we've literally got everything on the top tree. We've got all our needs met for this one. We've got everything bar the brooches, but I won't be getting that in because we don't need to right now. They are good, but at the moment, yeah, it's just belief in income, and we're fine on money, to be honest. No, so we're building up a small amount of resin in this one. Nice amounts, to be fair. I'm going to set up a small trade route between these two now. I can actually use just one of our small ones. I don't want to use my military ships, and I don't want my triremes in, although they'd be very good. There we go. We've got the looper. That's perfect. We'll just put in that and call it resin 2, and we are good to go. So we'll smash that through. This is going to send the resin over to this island. Hopefully then we can get the, what's it called, done. They'll continue to be a bit of a pain. I've got to be careful of fires over this way, but that should be everything we need. Let's just make sure clay is also fine. It's possible that we're going to need another clay pit then as well. I have just the thing. Wait. Can that reach? No, it cannot. So we either upgrade the roads, which might not be a bad idea. There we go. We'll just upgrade the roads. That is good. We've made use of this tiny island quite well. We got a lovely little settlement. These guys are fine. Really just trying to get to that next level. It is just a little bit of waiting game. I'll take you over to Albion in a moment so we can show you what we're working with there. But I also need to reduce the fire risk here. We've got plenty of people to do it. And then we'll go ahead and get the Grammaticus for the extra research as well. Take a look. We have our first trireme, but these really don't have that much going for them. They've only got one set of weapons because we haven't got the research, but we will be able to at least put some captains in. So we'll give a hit point one to it and self-repair. That should be good. You can join the fleet. You're a little bit better than the other guys. Right, let's see. So Sandarak only needs peasants. Actually, I can get these in now. I don't need to go any further. We can get our next tier of Sandarak stuff going. Let's get Sandarak this way and we'll just build out. Honestly, I want to go out this way. So we're going to just smash in loads of this stuff. I'm not actually sure how many I should do here. We'll need another trade ship. Let's see if there's a small one for sale. Oh, hello. Trireme for sale there, but it doesn't have any guns on. Go for the small one. You can start making your way over this way. I need to get the trade done for these guys. So we're going to go for Nisus to Peregrinata. I don't know if I'm saying that right. We'll put in the new Pentacont we've just bought. And this is going to exclusively grab the Sandarak. And then we'll offload that. That's going to take quite some time. I mean, 4 of them to build up should be okay. It's pretty close travel time, so we might need more. When we get one more tile, we'll get a 5th one in. I think that should cover us. And while we wait, we'll get in a couple more upgrades. Just to make sure we've got some workforce to start the mineral crushing. Which I think requires some marble, to be fair. Maybe I transport marble over too. Is that sensible? I think it might be. I know it's... rather than having to push this to tier 3, it's something I want to do, but I think I can get away with putting in the marble collector thing here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start just slowly collecting that marble. Once we've got a good surplus of raw stuff, we'll get that transported over. And the Sandarak is starting. So what we want to do is get our first one in. So we'll get a tabulus on the go. Basically, for writing, that should help. Non-aggression pact offer from Tarragon. That would be great at the moment. We'll also go for a defense pact. Just please don't go to war with anyone. That would be great. And let's hop on over quickly to Albion. Right, we got a good little fleet on the go too. I'm just looking at what we can get. I'm going to get the Medici over here. But yeah, look at this. We've upped the amount of cheese coming in. So we're doing pretty well on that front. This, obviously the island's small. So let's just put the villa there. Let's get that constructed. And we can stick in this one. This gives us a knowledge boost. So 3.3k, I can speed some of this up at least. So we've got Blind Faith, then we've got water consumption minus 20%, means I might be able to get my farms back on. Just going to cancel the mackerel hauling out. We're going to get onto this stuff. The permit, that doesn't matter. Let's get on to these guys. So we'll get the replanting industry so I can move my wood. Is the iron deposit 50%? Yeah, that's good. Then water supply down here for reservoirs are also huge. Then we'll get onto these guys. Do we want to go military first, though? We're okay, we're okay. We just need to up our actual research, to be fair. And second island, guys, this is where it's at. So we were slowly just getting in little bits, really. We're at tier 2, but we're not quite doing the reeds and other bits. So we need to start prepping this. So we'll get those 2 in. We need a labour's yard to match it. I think we'll just need one more mud pit. So labour's yard will also stick over this way. And a second mud pit. Trying my hardest not to damage the eel store. There we go. And we have enough people to get this going. So we'll get in the wattle and daub, or daub, however you say it. Then we should be able to get recreational ground and the Phantom. Recreational ground, or sorry, Phantom is the main one. Oh, it's tiles, actually. Buying some tiles. Let's just maintain a stock of 10 then. We're doing pretty well on coin. It's going up nicely. Over 7k population now, by the way. So really, really good stuff. I'm just making sure all the goods over here are good. So we just need some of these. Everything else is fine. So let's get in the tunics. In tunics, we've got enough hemp as well. So just get these chucked in. Probably just stick it. I mean, we can go down here. Boom. Right, these guys are happy. We've got plenty of people on the island. Yeah, I forgot to also mention the tier 2 stuff is really easy. So this island we can start to get trousers in because we have the fertility. But that requires wader. We should be okay. We can get those in. This is just normal ground as well. But we'd have to move. So we'll soon have the ability to carry on with the trees. I'm just going to sacrifice the wood at the moment. And just start coming out this way so I can actually build some farms. And honestly, I should probably move the wood this way. Relocate the woodcutters. So we'll get them sorted. And that means I now have a good bit of usable space this way. I'll keep that charcoal burner, but it means I can get the houses pushing. Right, we're moving all this over. We're in a good spot now. Wood is completely out of the way, and then I can go ahead and get more farms in. So we're going to need weld prop. Now, I am waiting for my population to come up. We're just waiting for another lot of cockles to come in and the eels, which I've put in. We should be fine. We were on a downward trend of the cockles. That was the problem. Everything else, though, is in and looking good. We've got no problems with the farms, so I can start laying these guys out. They're really easy. So 2 of these to 1 sheep farm to 3 of these. So I'm going to get 1 clothier there. Oh, that's health, actually. Let's put it this way. Try and see where we can fit it. I think for now we might just increase these guys. It's more cash. So we'll start getting them upgraded and then we'll work on these as we can. So hopefully we can start pulling in some trousers. I'll get another lot this way and then get a pub going as well. And there we go. I can get these in on Temitwil as well. We'll get both of them straight in. That will use up some of this, but also cause some nice happiness and health. We've got a bit of a plague going though, so I am going to have to get a Medikey out this way. I've got everything for it. So we'll get that straight in. Hopefully start curing these guys up. But this island's in a good stand anyway. But look at this. I'm going to try and pay off this lady carrying more as much as I can because it's going to take some doing to take her out, isn't it? I'll try my best. And there's our blind faith being discovered. That's going to help. Then we're going water conservation. Need to come back here to get this sorted. But at the same time, I need to keep flicking between. That one is ready to leave right now, though. Both 2 islands secured at tier 2 quite well. Over here, we're ready for the top tier. As you can see, we've got our writing tablets in now. So we should be good. I need to decide, though, who we're going to upgrade. Let's go with someone near the bathhouses. I might go with you. This costs marble. The last one is mosaic. Oh my word. Oh, that's not too bad. We can bring that over. Just fine. That does concern me, though. Patricians are going to be very, very needed. But this is the Amphitheater. Wow. Okay. This is a huge decision. I think we move everything out and put it this way. It's not even that bad, that foundation. And this is where you need sturgeon and oyster. But hopefully those patricians, if we can get them in, will be pretty good at bringing in coin. I can already see it going up. I'm just going to do this small section. And then, yeah, I need to move this whole production chain over. All right, look at that. Completely cleared out. Moved the porridge down this way, and I've put it all here. So we've got a nice big industry area. We're still okay on everything apart from happiness. So just thinking, the Garum seems to be the one that's the problem. Let's go back in and revisit. Where have we put them? I'm pretty sure they're both over here, so they don't stack anywhere. I could, to be honest, do something and put it all the way out where it won't affect people. Yeah, look at that. That's huge. I have ships under attack. I can see where that is already on the map. So we're just going to move this out as well. There we go. We're in a plus. Lovely. And that made things happier. What that means is I can get this. Oh, I just got to move it out. Up here is a fantastic spot for it, though. Yeah, that is crazy, man. That's going to give all these the boost that we want. So that leaves us a nice amount of room to do a little bit more. Now, I can't fit it anywhere else, but what I can do is bring this road in there, and I can fit in a couple more houses. I'm going to take the fleet out. It's quite large now. We've got 3 triremes in there, but nothing too special. We just need to get the research done on the sails and stuff. We're still a little bit away, but we'll be getting there. I'm getting onto military very soon. Just having a look. It might be worth us trying to do some of these delivery quests, right? 32 tons of wine. Let's be realistic. I think I have quite a lot. Yeah, 202 right there. And I'm actually going to make some money with some of these. 202 though, I think. Well, money's coming in just fine. I'm just seeing if there's ships we want to buy, like this small one right here. What have you guys got? Troop recruitment speed 100% is also very good. Just wanted to look at some of these. Workforce from residents 15%. I might buy you. No, let's do it. Let's buy the big ship. And what I'm going to do is come and get some bits. And this one might end up being our trade for the minerals stuff. So let's check in. I don't think we can do any of these. I've got to maintain stock, but we're going to come on this way and make sure we can put this in. So we're able to at least start pulling in some of the minerals, which is great. And then we'll get these dusted off into this. Just wondering though. Got marble over there, haven't we? But we're not quite making marble. We want to ship that back at some point. So let's go for a second civilian one. That's just going to trade the marble back, and then we'll start crafting that over this way. It's pretty easy, isn't it? So marble wise though, this gives prestige, which is always nice, but gives a reduction in health. We've got plenty of health anyway, so got to be careful, because if we keep putting it up, we're going to have even more problems. Let's go in somewhere around this way. We'll just chuck it there for now. That isn't going to use anything until we get it in, so we've just got a bit of time to get this sorted. Consumer goods. Well, what was it? 32 tons. Let's take that quest. There's our 32 tons of wine. See a couple of pirate ships actually. Might be able to cut off here. Let's flip these baby around, and hold on. We have a Raider 1 and a Raider 2. So we're going to want to hit these. We got the wind on us, so we should be able to do some good damage here. Let's get them all focusing that one. And then pushing this way. If we can take out a Raider 2, we are good. I'll try my best to go with the wind here and take that out. Very, very... Go on. You can see we're not very strong, though, on our fleet. I say that. Boom. Anything good? Didn't even drop anything. Let's see if we can catch up to this one and take a second ship out. Clear my waters for a little bit. Yeah, he looks like he's spinning back around, so we should be able to cut him off here. If he pops off, come on, guys. Hit it. Hit it. So if we click this way now, I should be able to get ahead of him. Not ahead. He's hitting with the wind as well. I want to chase him too far in, but looks like the other NPCs have killed off the pirate ships quite well, so we're good. Fire! Beautiful. The flame arrows are so much better than the actual onagers. They don't really miss, or the catapults, sorry, just miss unless they're static. But that's another one down. Let's see if there's anything good on it. You can pick that up. What we got? 34 wood. Nope. We'll take that as a win, though. A very big win. Ceasefire offer. 5,000. We're going to decline and keep fighting because he doesn't actually have any ships out, so we are fine. Trying to get back up to 100k, really. Main thing is we're going to need one of these islands that has the goods on it, like sturgeon, snails. That would be good because it's by ours, but at the same time, I don't know. Let's bring you in because you're going to do minerals and thingy here. So these guys are going to kick in. So we've got mineral crushers on the go. So let me just double check. 1 minute to 45 seconds. We actually need 2 of these and 3 of those. So 2 of these bad boys to 3 of the other ones. I reckon I can just get one over this way. So we'll connect that one in, and then we'll go with... Oh, water conservation is done as well. We'll get 1 more of you. And that's our 3 we need to the 2 of these. So we'll start crushing those guys up. Number 2 ship, as it comes in, will be then trading that. So we'll open that trade up. I think, yeah, Castor. You're going to load pigments ×2. And good old uncut marble. Boom. So we're going to establish that. So that is Pigment marble 1. That'll do. It's quite easy to see them anyway based on the resources that are there, so it's quite nice. And then you can obviously just click it and it shows it anyway. But then that does mean our main island should be able to start with the mosaic stuff. And as we get the money in, we can actually start the construction now. I'm going to wait until I've got about 10k more. Probably should check in on some of these quests. Oh, 12,000. 169 timber. That we can do. Oh yeah, we'll take the timber one. 169 timber. And we'll get that over to Zara for a bit more cash as well. I mean, cash is flowing really well. We've got so much coming in now. It did pay off. The only thing we're struggling with is we're going to be behind on military. But I'm at a position where I'm going to start loading them up. But I want to unlock and just go straight to the bigger boys, really. I'm tempted to get one lot of range just in case someone kind of lands on our island. Although it's not really worth it. Oh, there's some more pirates passing through. I'm just going to bring this back because the pirates are going to hit my timber trade here. I've got away just in time. Yep, we're okay. Let's go deal with this. We'll sail this way because we'll be with the wind. And let's catch them out if we can. Not quite. We'll try and go back. It didn't really work out, but that's okay. We'll escort with it. Looks like we're managing to get some hits off. Lovely. Let's keep going. Oh, we might kill that actually with these this flurry. Gonna be close. Oh yeah, get out of here. I can actually go to tier 3 on this island now, guys, as well. So we're ready for that. Without some of the other stuff. I'm going to grab the Grammaticus, though. And I'm going to go ahead and house a little bit more. So I'm just going to double check where these guys reach to. It might be okay to get in a few blocks this way. City status 4 over here as well. Holy crap, man. Let's continue to upgrade these guys at least nearby. We're going to need some kind of health things in now, though, as we keep pushing this. Might move some out. There we go. We've got a few items in. This actually looks really cool over here. Not very big. I mean, nearly 1,000 pop, but other than that, not too bad. Look at this. There's a pirate ship that's sailing straight at us here. Oh, defense pack with Zara need to as well. So we've got the details from each. How we looking? There's our timber. Look at that. Back over 100k now. Really, really good stuff. All right, I think we're good to start the Amphitheater foundation here. Look at this. Yes. Yes. Haha, with that coming down, it's going to look awesome. There's 30 minutes for the next phase. So 150 rope. We have 180. 300 concrete. We can start that for sure. Phases obviously are going to take a very long time. We're going to resume construction. But that does require a lot of... okay, let's pause that. Because we need a lot of people. I was checking on the research now. So we're on the Albionic Loyalists now. Then we're going to boost our iron mines, which is good. I'm just looking for something that might possibly give us what we need. 12 mines in Albion. Look at that. Great fertility, productivity. There's so much you can get in here. Peer-to-peer trading. That would be a big hub. What's that? That's additional spots. I'm looking if there's the one where you can share workforces across the island, because it's a bit premature of me getting this bad boy in. I know we were ready, but that's awesome still. We're starting marble production now over here as well. I can see that coming in. Let's check the clay, because there might be some mosaics we can start putting in as well. We definitely need one salt, one clay. Where can we go? I mean, we got pretty good choice. I literally have a warehouse right next to this one, so that's good. And whilst we wait, let's get another block or two of these guys up to where we want to go. You guys are good. Honestly, getting everything these guys are going to need is going to be crazy, man. Grammaticus isn't a problem. These two, library and temple, we haven't unlocked yet. We haven't unlocked a couple of their other ones. I don't think we're going to get brooches. I could get brooches, but I've got to get it going on the other islands. Realistically, the fine glass can start very soon, so let's have a look. Yeah, anyway, I can get this going, right? So I can get another sand pit, and we've got charcoal. One glass blow. We'll just start with just one. This is a fire risk, so I'm going to put this up out the way as well. Let's go this way. Glass smelter needs to go on a river slot as well. I just noticed this one. I'm going to attempt to put this in. Yeah, that does have a warehouse. And we've got ship under attack. Let's see. How are you guys doing? Yep, that one's quicker, but we're going to do a bit of damage. That's good. We're catching them out just fine. Did we get our other ship back? I think we are going to. Nice. Wow, we're going to get collapsed on by a lot of ships here, though. So we're going to turn on these two. Move with the wind. Let's go. The only little ones? No, they're Raider 2s. So we're going to come past this way and hopefully, well, just weaken a few. Let's get them all shooting on that one. See if we can take one down or at least do a lot of damage. Well, we have the flagship. We have the flagship. Let's turn our fire to that one. Looks pretty fast and powerful, but we'll see what we can do. Gotta be careful we're not straying too far. We're coming back into ours, to be fair. His are turning around, so we might kill his flagship. Very nice. I'm safe to say I think we're gonna kill his flagship. We'll keep moving. And then we'll turn on the other guys afterwards. Amazing. We might get some good resources out of that. He got himself caught out here, hasn't he? Huge, huge. Boom. Down you go, big boy. He's not going to like that. And I'm going to quickly see what it had. Some sails. Another flotsam there as well. Let's see what that is. More sails. Let's keep going, guys. Let's do some damage here. Not an amazing fleet, but it's doing the job. And a couple of the other ones we might be able to catch out as well. We don't want them to group up too much. If we can take out more, that'll be good. We're just aiming to do quite a bit of damage here. Looks like we might take all of these out, actually, if we do this right. That is a flurry and a half, baby. Get rid of that. That's one more going down. Or should be. Come on. Boom. Missed it. There we go. Fulfill 9 research. Naval research is now available. Oh, that's... you have to do things. I'd be in favour of moving some of these around. These are pretty close, though. I don't actually necessarily need the water supply, you know, so I might... well, definitely move these up. Same with the iron. So let's move on to those. That was huge by us. So, we are up to... where's my glass blower then? Where did I put it? Is that getting the ingredients now? It is. We're officially making those, so this should help these guys. I mean, we've already maxed these out anyway. But it's going to be for our next tier, so we should see these guys come in. Then it's lounges and hand mirrors, man. Patricians need loads for that. Get our ships nice and recovered again. But yeah, just going to work on the forces. I think that's a sensible thing to do. Now, with the money, we could, to be fair, buy in oyster and sturgeon. I'm just wondering what's better to buy in. So we have pigs already. Can we just buy epicure of air? Is that even possible to buy in? It is. So I'm going to maintain a stock of 15 epicure of air to see if that helps, because that gives a +6 income. Obviously, there's a happiness thing, but prestige is good. Health, population, and thingy is oyster with caviar as well. I think oysters are going to be really expensive, so I might produce those myself if we buy in sturgeon and oyster. So we'll go oyster. Let's try and maintain a stock, let's say 30. And then sturgeon will also do the same. And then I'll start this process. So fish gutter into epicure of water. So fish gutter, this is okay. This doesn't have any boosts and doesn't cost to build, so we'll just chuck it in. And then the epicure of water area effect is population and health. So we do right by getting this in. And I would be personally in favor of getting it over this way, because we need loads more tier 1. Right in there, look at that. So this bad boy we can get in once we've got mosaics. Which I could start making this. We can get the test theory works. There's a fire risk, but that's alright if I get it over this way. Although I am starting to build quite a bit out this way. Let's go there. Because we've got everything we need for it. Why not? So the moment our first mosaic comes in, I'm buying this Epicure of Water factory and we'll be good to go. Carpe Civitas is done. We're also going to need to upgrade some more around this way. So I'm going to go with that block. And that then unlocks the temple. Oh my god. Although I have just the spot for the temple. It reaches them all anyway. Boom. And the library, which is a big knowledge one. And the library, is a fire risk. I'm going to go there with the library for now. We can move things around. In the meantime, we are going to continue to get things upgraded. Like I say, that range of the library will get bigger anyway with these road upgrades. Our first one's nearly done. It's at 60%. I do want to just say at this point, guys, as well, I know that I might not be doing things perfectly, but the reason is I just wanted to learn the game fully. All I'd done is like the first act of the campaign, so it was all about getting that spiciness in, you know, and I think this is still going to look really nice. I'll do a bit of decorating at the end as well. Okay, mosaic is in, so let's get the epicure of water. That in itself hopefully should increase us. We're going to need one more patrician house or two. Okay, we're going to need a few. Let's get you two, and that should be it, to be honest. Let's go with those as well though. Middle of town, man, I need to get some decorations in here because this isn't actually going to change. Right, let's have a look at these guys then. So they've pretty much got everything. They've got olive oil, they've got amphora, they've got writing tablets, got fine glass, so we haven't unlocked the next ones. We've got these two. Amphitheater is being built. Then we can't do these anyway. Chariots and standing lyres is insane, but we've got the temple and library that will come in as well. So we've actually maxed out all their needs. You can see that we've already got the bird tongues in Aspic as well. So that is giving us a nice big bump to thingy. We would be in our right mind to try and upgrade a few more of these houses. So that's exactly what we'll do, because that will bring in more income. Now, I've been pushing the houses over here as much as possible, and I've just realized this guy doesn't have a warehouse. So where would we stick it? That should be all right. Yeah, we're good. So it's off to go and get it. Hopefully we'll have the oysters and stuff in. I don't know how many we'll need to buy, but I think that covers it for the most part. And we're still making quite a bit of money, so maybe I'll buy in some more. Yeah, I can see the bird song in Aspic. We could probably go to 30 on that. And oysters maybe to 40. I think we're doing pretty well on those. And then we'll just check with this guy. I don't think we need anything else. We've got the sturgeon coming just fine, haven't we? Let's just triple check that as well. I've got sell one above, that's why. Maintain stock at 40 sturgeon as well. And then we should be able to create the fish gutter stuff and we'll be good. And let's just check in. So iron's coming in, then the reservoirs, then we're going ham on all of this stuff. So I think ship repair crane and radius is really good. I think we're already on this one, so we can come into legionnaires and then get really onto some of the biggest stuff this way. I'm just going to gear up someone to attack. I really want to try it out, so I want to take some guys in and just really give it a good go. Look at that. You can toggle the workforce assignment. So that will take them away from the other buildings. I don't think that's ideal, to be honest. So we need 187. That is a hell of a lot. How are you happy, folks? Look at all this. You've just given me the good stuff, man. I've just got in a second olive one. What I'm going to do is create a Civ 2 ship. I'm going to open my trades and I'm going to change this over. So the olives one, I'm going to assign this civilian ship instead. And then I've actually got a military ship for some reason on that one. So we'll get that back for the fleet. So the good news is we have plenty of olives. There's actually needs 200 on that island. So we need to get that one over. And then we need to do the same for the resin one. So this one needs to then have a better ship as well. So we have... They're all military. We'll wait for that new one to come in before we change that ship as well. So this one will go off to become olive one. That should fix that. Now we have 40 in here, so I might be able to get another one of these guys on the go again, because this will give health and safety. So we're going to give it another go. But what we're going to do is... Oh no, we're good. Look at that. Yeah, we don't want to do the bath, so we're just gonna pause that one. Pause that one. There we go. We turn on the baths. This one here is a problem, so we'll need to probably get that up as well. There we go. So we'll pause the farms. We'll get some of them in. That will greatly increase production across here. Can I pause one? Although I've just spotted that sheep are no good. Yeah, hopefully we can greatly increase that. I mean, happiness is also a problem, but why? Why? What more can I do? Our villa is too big. I mean, we could see if we've got enough tavern reaching, and I don't know if we have. We could probably increase happiness with that then. Maybe a tavern out this way. Upgrade the roads or something. That definitely helped a little bit. Let me just check over this way. So we might need another tavern this way. Just means I can continue getting my houses going this way also. That did help a tiny bit. I do think what we can do is get lavender fields in. There we go, that worked. And another one this way. So let's get a lavender field kind of crossing out this bit. It's actually quite a big happiness effect, and I'd be quite happy to fill that in through there. There we go. Adds a nice bit of colour to it too. Let's have a good look through. Right, we'll rebuild that. We are filling up this large island quite considerably. And there's a Vivactor's Plough unlocked. That means we can add more modules to each field. So I'm going to knock these off, and we're going to add to them. This is actually a huge research, by the way. I'm just now realizing how powerful this one actually is. That extra 50% from each field. You can actually get underneath the thingies too. That same goes for all the lavender fields. So if we come in now, all of these, yes, that means all the grapes, all the olives we can push up. So all of this happiness is going to be good. Wow, 270 on these guys. Look at this. That adds happiness where you drag it too. That is so good. There we go. We got all those upgraded. And then lavender fields around the outside is super cool. So let's just double check. Look at how much production we've just gained. Oh, that one research was mega. We're going on to reservoirs now too, so then I can turn these on even further. So this one's going to be so good, man. And we have enough now for our library. Kaboom. That plus 6.4. That means our research is just going to go through the roof. 6.4. Fire risk, a bit of an issue. Let's take a look at this bad boy in the city there with the lavender fields in the background. That really does start to look really nice, doesn't it? Right, I've done something here to reduce the happiness issue, right? So if we hover over it, you'll see I've pretty much got no negatives, apart from some left of soap works, right? So all I'm doing is hovering over, finding where they are, and moving them away. So we are pretty much reducing this down as much as possible by sticking them out this way, right? Problem is, we lose out on health, but we don't need it. It's happiness is the issue right now. So if we just shovel these over here, look, we'll get to minus 365. So the last one's the renderers, which I've also moved over. Got 3 there. Is there any more anywhere else that I can move? And then pigs. No, pigs are health, so that's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We've moved the renderers out of the way, so there's not much more we can do for happiness. If you look literally everywhere, we've got a big plus of everything. The main thing is we're minus 4,064 happiness because of city status, which is here. It's crazy, man. So yeah, as long as we can stay around that, we have troubling unrest frequency, 1 hour, 15 minutes, up to 10 buildings. Now the fire, we might be able to reduce. So we've got the amphora buildings that we could probably move out. There we go. We'll get to 219 just by moving those over here, and they reach this warehouse. But I will need to upgrade that warehouse just in case. But that's what you have to do. You kind of need to space them all out. We're always going to have unhappiness due to buying in, what's it called for these guys? The bird tongue in aspect is -2 for every attribute of them having it, but it does give you pretty big income. So I can't complain too much. But anyway, it's all good. We're 22 minutes on the Amphitheater stage, and I've got in the temple. So let's have a proper look at it. Pretty mega, to be honest. I do kind of want this to go in the middle. I was just umming and ahhing where to put it. Haven't quite decided. The size of it does give extra population, but it's boosting all of this pop, right? So if I was to pick it up... Actually, no, we'll leave it. These ones, maybe I check in. Happiness from a sanctuary is something I've overlooked. So we're pretty much covering all of these guys, but also knowledge over here. We could actually get a sanctuary over this way, just to boost happiness anyway, right? And if we say take out these 6 for a second, and we put in that sanctuary right in there, get that one upgraded. Look at this. Beautiful. So that's going to help. Yep, so we're all good. We've got a massive issue with everything else. The happiness is always going to go up and down based on what we do, but we're all good. New options available. Oh, we're already on to necklaces and cloaks. Oh, here we go. So happiness can be boosted by cloaks. Cloaks require, we would have to get something from the other side. So green hands. Okay, all of this needs to be done somewhere else then. Breeches, though, on the other hand, can be made right here. So we're getting some of this in. We could start with some goldsmith stuff. And that would be really easy. So we could, a river slot for gold ore. I guess because it's catching it. Oh, that's nice. Let's get some gold in then. And we may as well just get a thingy this way. So we can set up a bit of industry in this area away from anything that causes unhappiness. So charcoal's good. We need 12 of these guys. So one gold mine is 4 minutes. Holy crap. That's nuts, man. I can reach with that one though. So we get 2 and then we just put... This is a fire risk as well. Let's see if we can avoid touching these houses. So maybe over this way. That sounds silly, but it's far enough to do this and it doesn't cause any more fire issues. See how the unhappiness just drops constantly? It is nuts, man. Yeah, city status has gone up another 200 because we keep growing even further. And then we'll just get some basic jeweler stuff. This is a fire risk as well. Oh, prestige does go up though. I might just put this over this way as well. So we'll leave that in and then we'll see what we can do for these guys. We're doing pretty well on fame, but that is going to be the necklaces. Now, if we click on one of these guys, honestly, we're full on all these anyway. The necklaces will completely fill their bar here, so we don't need to worry about that. And then the last ones we can't get in until we get patricians up. Or alderman of 750. I guess the other thing is to see how the water's doing, but we pretty much cover this area, right? The other one would be to maybe pull off some water from here. How much do we have spare? 56. So if we come in and we try and get this pretty central, I reckon I could do this. If we come to there, I'm going to start moving some of these out then. We get one of these bad boys right in here. This should do some pretty good work for these guys. And then that should get water. Yep, we're good. It only uses 10. That's flowing down. And look at that. We're in a plus for fire now. That was insane. There we go. And you get health. So a big boost of health and fire for these guys. So this whole region's good. These are all tier 1, remember. And I'm keeping them at tier 1 for quite some time. Seems a bit excessive, but there's extra knowledge and prestige by us getting one of these in. Alright, another theatre going in here then. Let's do it. And then we'll just connect this road up. Probably even get some of these roads upgraded to just extend the reach of this, really. I think that'll do. Now, this bad boy will cause the best happiness. There we go. That was what I was doing wrong. So, plus for everything. We are good. So, we've got shipwright studies, which is repair speed and repair radius. Then we're going into prestige area effect from Imperial Parades. So, that's the barracks. Macro population afterwards. We're just going through a few generics. I've got loads queued up. And we are flying through the tree. Now, what I was thinking is another temple. Now, although it costs a fortune, we have enough to do it, right? Over here would give us a huge population burst here. But to be honest, we're doing okay. Maybe on the other islands? I don't know. The way you can do platforms in this game is awesome, by the way. So good. There's the Imperial Parades as well. We're going to start researching at some point. But let's get a few more to tier 3 here. And then we'll go ahead and turn this block into our tier 4. And then maybe that one afterwards when they get the stuff they need. And I've just noticed another way to get our population up is through the statues, right? We can do 6 more. These give +1 population in each house as well. So really worth doing. We've got one up this end. Let's see how we're doing this side as well. I think we've pretty much got these covered, haven't we? We've got a little bit we could stick in this way. So we'll get one more in there when we've got it. So we just need a bit of concrete. And we'll get one more this way. Statues are really powerful. Part of me wants to go and upgrade this one. Looks like we've got a bit of a problem. Bit of plague, but we're good. Amphitheater will let happen in the background. And I'm going to work on some more of their stuff. I think we can go to tier 3. So let's do that in this town. I'm not going to go too crazy because I'm going to need to move some stuff out. But we'll get you guys, and maybe you guys. And a tier 3 then we'll need to focus on what we're going to get in. But it's mostly going to be things like theatre. Just to get the extra knowledge is what I'm thinking. So we're on 8 concrete, so we should be able to get this in anyway. So we'll go right up this end. And let's once again take another look. Look at this place. I love building on the large islands, man. We're not even onto good fleets yet. Looks awesome. When this comes in though, so basically what I might do is shift this down 1, we'll move the road over 1, and then I want to get some borders on this, so a little pathway area. So something really cool you can do with the decorations, and I think I could use this area out to the side as a bit of show. So you can actually build checkered mosaic as an example. You can just go like this. So you can build an actual area, and then with like statues and stuff, you can put them actually on top of it. Might go for the double statue like that, but my point is you can decorate like crazy, because I can fill in all dead space with this mosaic tile and it will look awesome. You can put the braziers in. I don't know, man, you can just build a cool temple, right? And like put some trees around. I don't know, man, I think it looks super cool. And then some flower beds all around as well. But yeah, you can build some cool little gardens and stuff around, so I'm going to be dotting those in every so often. And that Albion cheese trade is crazy, by the way. It's 100 each time. I might get a second one on it. Now, what I'm going to do is do another... So I'm going to set up more cheese, but I'm going to bring it to this island down here. So we're going to need Albion. New trade route. Abara to Niasus. So this one is going to get... Let's go for the Trireme here. And this one's going to load cheese as well. I'm partly tempted to grab herbs. The dye plants, we have a lot of them. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Actually, I've got an idea. There's gonna be a little bit fiddly, but we're gonna go to here first. This one's gonna drop off the dye. Then we're gonna establish another route before it goes back with cheese, and we're gonna offload cheese in Niasus as well. And we'll establish that, and I'll leave that as is. Then what I'll do is go to Albion and set up more cheese trade on the main. I think I can build warehouses on here now. I can. So we're going to get a warehouse on this area. So that covers these guys. Of course, there's a medical problem. So let's chuck that down here as well, because that's going to cause loads of issues with this. We'll get some more housing in a moment. Let's check the consumer goods to make sure. Okay, we're not going to grow because cockles, shoes, and eels also need doing. And now we're going to continue these guys coming this way. Got to get quite a few houses in to accommodate, but I think we're all right. There we go. We're building all the way around. Once I think this is sorted, we should be fine. But I'm going to have to get in some more cheesemakers. So these guys, they do give happiness and income. So I'm going to stick 1 or 2 over this way. We actually need 3 of these to match for what we've just done. So it should be all right. Now I'll probably just stick 1 more by this warehouse. And I've just unlocked the Shrine of Minerva. So if you didn't know, by the way, for gods, I have gone for the... In Albion, we've actually got Minerva. And we've got some really good stuff in here. So we can actually now get this. We can put it on both, actually. Knowledge and Prestige can be put in. So we're going to... Well, I think we get some of these in. We're going to need concrete over here to do it, but I think that's fine. And then what we'll do on this one is set concrete to 10. We'll maintain stock at 10 of the concrete so I can actually pay for these shrines to come in. Now, if we come and have a look at productivity, I think it was just shoes, wasn't it? I think we're fine here. Now they've got population back up. So yeah, we just need a few of those. Raw goods should be all right. Ooh, bit of barley. But we're all good. I think we can boost this income as well. Keep an eye on the trade routes now. Yeah, they're all fixing themselves. So we're all good. So yeah, we got a long one. We're still okay with the pirate over here, but I don't really want to fight her, if I'm honest. But that should get enough cheese back across. I just need to fix this damn plague. Worth also noting, I've put on the weaponsmiths on these islands too. So when we need it, we can put towers. I've got 2 towers this end, 1 this end. I want a second one, I can't lie. We can now do it on the water though. So this uses population. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on our 2 main ports. We've got 1 more port we'll need to cover here, but if they do come, at least they'll take hits. Considerable amounts of hits as well. And then I'll move these 2 forwards. Also worth noting, we can go to tier 3 on this island now. We're not quite ready for it. Oh, we did get armor smithing too. But I was just kind of thinking, if we did, it's all because we've got drinking horns. I would like to get these guys. Quite expensive though, you know? No, we'll leave that. I'm thinking to get a couple of these thingies back in the hometown for some knowledge though. That would be a good idea. Let's do it. Let's get a couple of Shrine of Minervas in. And actually, that would look quite nice in our area. How are we looking on the tier 2? We're almost there. 2 minutes remain, so a little bit more concrete. So if we wanted to go a little bit further, we'd have to build really far away. I could get rid of that and do it this way. We literally have the one store over here. Let me check limestone. Yeah, it's maxed, isn't it? To be honest, once we've done this, it will... Well, I don't know what's needed for the next tier, but we'll be all good. It only needs 8 more. I have no idea what the next phase entails, to be honest. I imagine it's going to be lots of tiles and probably some mosaics at some point. Marbles coming in slowly. Now, I'm just thinking what we can do extra for this. So how many have you got in stock now? Only 20. So let's come into this chain again. So 1 is 45 to these. So 2 is 130. So if we look, we actually need more minerals. That's what's slowing us down. So let's go ahead and do that. We're just shy. I think we're going to have to commit to this area though, which is fine. And we'll just connect that in. So I think that means we have a little bit spare. So intermediary, we could probably get 1 more. And that's exactly what I'll do. And there's a health thing with this, so we may as well put it over this way. Right, I had enough for my 2 statues. Just going to turn these around. They look a bit overkill. That one's good. On this little town, but that does give us the extra knowledge. And it's really important that we get this going because we're still 34 minutes away from the firmer foundations. Which, by the way, does allow the placement of harbour buildings on water. So we can get our repair crane and stuff like that actually out on the water, which will help. Right, we're over 10,000 pop now. And nearly 200k. So we should really start buying up some more items. I'm just getting these guys into a good state over here before I leave them again. So they pretty much have everything. Now, I'm tempted to start a production chain for tier 2 over this way. Now, we don't have the fertility for these. So trousers as an example. But we don't have horns either. There's not really anything we can do without buying it in. So I could just get more cheese for their tier 2s. Because the cheese brings population and income, right? So both are really good. Need to figure out where I'd put it though. I mean, we're going to need multiple. So 1 there and 1 there would actually be perfect. And then 1 of these guys with their own pasture. I think I can get away with... Let's use this area because I've just built a thingy over here. There we go. We'll get first bit of cheese. We're not exporting. This is exclusively for these guys inside. So we'll get that one going. That will fulfill the food category. Then we need either trouser or torch. Torch not possible unless we buy in copper. Trousers not possible unless we bring the dye plants in from this island. I see pirates roaming about. Are you guys... You're pretty friendly. I've been paying her off every time anyway. But we got our towers, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, and then the tier 2 on this island, as an example, have got everything apart from these guys. So if we bought in the copper mine stuff, we could make these ourselves. How's charcoal? We've got plenty of charcoal. So yeah, what I might do is maintain copper at a certain rate, and then we'll get the wire twister in, which is income and prestige, but does have a fire safety issue. So this guy, I think, realistically, I might stick it over here. I'm going to upgrade it now. I will sort the ship being under attack in a moment. I just want to buy in the copper. And we're going to maintain a 30 stock, right? So I want to max these guys out because I actually do want to level them up. But let's go see who's attacking. Okay, it's my... Why are you attacking me? I thought we were good. No. It's really a bad thing if they kill this trireme, to be honest. I need some ships over this side. I'm going to try and keep this alive. I'm just going to hide it in my towers here. And then we'll resume this trade hopefully afterwards. Hopefully they turn away. I don't... Yeah, we got the upgraded thingy as well. So we've got the onagers sitting on there. Can we get a repair crane here? We can if I move this. I just realized you get a huge income from these guys. Right, I'm going to get a repair crane right on the edge here. When I get 15 tiles. Right, I'm going to attempt to resume the trade to see what happens. Is that pirate again? No, I'm not. Stay there. I don't want to lose these resources or this boat, if I'm honest, so I'm just going to chill. Just looking down here at some of these. This fire safety effect down this way is huge. And then Quincareem. If we can get down to the Quincareem, we are doing good. But health area, if we can get these area effects are good. I don't need large alone. Prestige, no. Large gifts, no. Most of that's fine. We're like halfway through the tree? I don't know. There's quite a few we haven't done though. Okay, we're ready for the next stage. Phase completed. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Less workforce, but a lot of marble. I'm okay with that. We can start construction. But we would need plebeians and lots of them. That's alright. That's what we were waiting for. Then it's going to be the other guys, isn't it? Holy crap, man. Luckily, we got plenty of farmers, so we are good. Ah, look at that. You can see it coming in. This is going to take so long. Like, genuinely going to take so long. Although tiles are good, it's going to mostly be marbles, to be honest. Tell them to maintain stock at 60, so just keep buying it in. Concrete, we're going to chill for a minute because I am going to upgrade some roads. Now, I just realized there's this we could stick a little bit lower. Is there some more roads we can upgrade to get this to go a bit further, actually? There is. So, this should increase happiness if we can get them all the way down this way. And let's check in on the resources after we do a big upgrade. I had a good surplus and everything anyway. Look at this oysters with caviar, man. We're maintaining some good stock on that. See, fine glass is a little bit low, but I'm not too concerned. And the rest is pretty good. Cloaks. No, that's good. Look at that. 204 bird tongues. Whoa, look how much we've got in pigment. Pigment is almost full. We don't want to sell that, and we don't want to sell that. I'm going to try and get some more of these done. We can, in fact, get more mosaic stuff going. I don't really want to bring you this way. Maybe one more? I have a feeling we're going to need them. Then we just need to keep an eye on clay. And clay is absolutely fine. So I reckon we can get yet another one and just burn through some of this. Alright, let's go back out and see if we can fix this. I think we can now get our repair crane. So let's do this. A lot of trade happening anyway. I still need a couple more houses. What's your issue over here? I'm going to continue this trade now. Hopefully we can get back with the goods. Because this is for our setup. How are you guys now? You have absolutely everything, don't you? So it's time. It is time for our very first alderman. Or two. So let's do it. Let's go with those ones there. So we've only got 4. I think that's sensible because they have... Well, they're the maximum for out here anyway. So, I mean, cloaks. What are cloaks? And what is roast beef? Salt water picker. Okay, we definitely can't get roast beef unless we buy that in. A lot of these goods we should be able to buy, though. Let's see what this is. Clan shields as well. And fine glass. Yeah, nothing we could do there. A barrow and a sacred grove, though. We'd need a few more population. Unfortunately, we can't fit too much more. I can if I move all this around. Just realized this whole time I could probably get the health up with these statues on this island as well. Yeah, let's get one over here. I don't really want to do the Romanized ones for now, if I'm honest. I just want to do that because I'm in a good place. And these elders. I mean, let's have a proper look at the elder house. I didn't have a look, to be fair. Quite cool, isn't it? So, realistically then, what are the clan shields? I mean, we could just straight buy in clan shields, shield stuff. I mean, should we give it a go? Pretty much everything can be bought in. So we can maintain stock of like, I mean, 50? I think that will increase everything. Because I want to upgrade a few more. Now what we could do is set up another housing area this way. which I think is probably the right thing to do. So let's go ahead. I gotta be dead careful to not overdo all of this. So I am gonna just preemptively get both of the foods in. I might just stick some eels out this way. No, I can't. Let's keep it tight over this side. We'll get one more warehouse in. Actually, no, I cut through. I can't. I think it reaches. Yeah, that's good. And let's just double check to see if we can accommodate these. So we're going to need clothing and shoes, but we're good on that. Okay, one more reed farm. And I'll just stick the clothier ones down this way because we can get a nice big buff. And the shoes, I can do the same. So we'll get them both in here. That's going to be a nice big buff to all of the stuff over here. There we go. So we've got this in a good place. I can leave that now. Looks like it's under attack once again. They're waiting for me. This is just a smaller one. Is that another one of mine? No, that's not mine. Gonna have to bring some ships over just to protect these. I might even escort. To be fair, I should probably start crafting ships. So weapons, sails, and ropes. Let's just get it done. We'll get an extra hemp farm for the ropes. I might be able to just go around the back of that, to be fair. I got all the rope makers in ready to go as well. So we'll get those sorted in a moment. And we'll just start hammering out a few ships over here. I really don't want to click that yet. Alright, there's something really big. I did click the Emperor's request, and he actually asked for 137 tons of olive oil. Now guess what? Got my ship with 137 tons of olive oil. There, so we're all good. We're going to head on over to the quest target, and this is where we're at on this. We're halfway officially to the 3 of 4 section. I've upped the marble as much as I can. You'll see we've got 73 mosaics now, and I'm slowly but surely getting a few things in. There's one other thing I want to do, well, two things, because we've got a couple of issues, but I want to get this Grammaticus in here to get the extra knowledge output, and I want to get this, because we've got a spare 46 and a bathhouse is only 25, the baths, we can actually get both of these because we've got enough. So I want to get this one in as well. It's going to cost us a fair bit in roof tiles, but we're building them up anyway, so I'm going to get this baby in. That's going to give us a +2 population on all of these, so we can continue to upgrade all of our low levels down this way, and we'll be good. We're looking pretty hefty though. Yeah, all in all, not too bad. The city is obviously growing dramatically. It's going to be huge. We had that little fire, but we're all fine, I think. And we're on 340k, and it's not through actually doing a load of stuff ourselves. It's actually just because of sheer amount of trade and production we've got going, and we've kind of mastered it on this island, I think. Now, this island is also really good, apart from fire risk. So I'm going to spend a tiny bit of time getting that done. Where I can stick in maybe a well or two by the new buildings, I will go ahead and do that just to reduce it a tiny bit. There isn't much we can do. They're pretty good. I think the only other thing we could do this way is get the baths in. And honestly, it might not be a bad idea. We could at least start. There isn't much we can use though. I think this one. But then it wouldn't be able to flow down here, so we'd have to swap that one over to there, which would make a lot of sense. So there we go, we'll move that over, then we can get the aqueduct on this. I'll get this over here. I'll honestly just connect that in. Then we'll get the... I think they're okay. I'm just going to need a separate warehouse for these guys. I'm going to have to try and work around this though. And then we'll try an aqueduct on there, and we'll try and make room for this. But honestly, I think if we go... in here, maybe there we go. Got a whole section done. How covered is this? If we go there, that is the majority. Might try and move this clothier out. I think we could take the hit in. I need a warehouse though. There we go. We'll get that in just here, and we've got all this gap, so I can at least ghost this. There we go, that's nice and easy. It comes straight down into the center of town as well. So we'll just need to get this upgraded. I need, obviously, concrete. I've got plenty of money, so if anyone comes, I can just buy it in anyway. So let's just say, like, I don't know, 40? And then we'll just get the rest of these guys pretty much happy. Then we don't need to worry about this island. The other guys are pretty good. So I just want to be in a surplus of each, right? This one also has fire issues, but I'm not going to upgrade this one any further. And in terms of research, we've gone through a few now. We're working on a Harbour Grand Mastery. Then we're going peer-to-peer trading. Depot limits and keys. Quite a few things, really. Nothing too crazy, though. I wouldn't mind continuing to push down this. I was looking for the upgrades for the ships, but honestly, yeah, we've got ship catapults there. I think, is that ship scorpions? I don't know, so I'll go that route as well. We've got to come out and see what's going on here, though. Hello. I've got our towers, actually, which I need to remember to move over. They're enough to tickle. Once they move, I can move these out to the water, right? There we go. Come any closer, they're screwed. I mean, our ships are there anyway. I've sent 2 ships to Albion as well, so 2 of the smaller ones I have sent over. Let's give over that olive oil, and we should be good. If we wanted to take over another island now, it would be dirt cheap, because we've got a pretty good reputation with them. Right, just looking now, we have 2 warrior ships. I'm going to grab both, because we're good on money. I think we've just about got the population for that. I'm just going to bring this one back. This is going to be a second fleet. We can go with the wind here, see what happens. Just maybe take out 1 or 2 of these. Good news is we can just attack, you know. Double check what ships she's got down here whilst you ain't nothing, so we can carry on. Just poke about. We're going to get ourselves caught in this island, so we should be able to kill these. There's not really anything I need at the moment. Honestly, it's pretty nuts. So I'm just going to keep sailing alongside. This should be one that we take out. Have a little watch. Because why not, right? A few arrows shooting over. That's awesome. Oh, get out of there. That's it. Let's all focus that one. And kill the big boy. If we can. Let's keep sailing, guys. Come on. There's a third one there, but we should take all of these out. He keeps requesting a treaty, but I want him to... I don't want to pay him. Especially as we keep battering him anyway.
Well, that's all right, then.
Just quickly grab the flotsam, see what it is. But that is the second ship going down. Ooh, 37 tons of weapons. That is good. I am going to keep that for sure. I've just seen these marble roads all the way down here. There's some really cool research. Half construction costs for all ornaments. That's so strong. Vigiles can repair ruined buildings, so we don't need to worry about that as well. What else do we have? Causes beer to become a need for all population tiers in Latium. I guess that makes sense. Garum will be a thing for all Albion tiers as well, but that's another way of making money, I guess. Later on. Gambling house. Ah, what's this? Effective range of theatres. What is this? Received a report that a convoy chartered by Syracuse will soon be returning to his island of Syra. This would be a good opportunity to strike it and perhaps make some profit while you're at it. Okay, agree to raid Syracuse. Let's give it a go. Ally with Diana, partner with Valeria. Diana likely can't offer out much help, but will only take a small share of the rewards. Let's get ally with Diana, so we've got a little bit of help. Where does it come from then? Or does it come out? I've seen a pretty nice pentagon to there. That's actually a warship that's for sale. We'll grab that as well. We may as well merge to one giant fleet then and see if we can take this out. Is it over this way? No, that's the other one. Yeah, we've got to go to her villa. Okay, I'm intrigued, so I'm going to make my way over. And in the meantime, I'm just going to make some more defences. I don't know if we can afford overlapping radius, so we'd have to go this way. Yeah, we have the units, so we're fine. Got another ransom demand. We're going to refuse because we really don't want to be doing that. And we've done everything apart from the marble blocks. So just need another 89 and then we're good. I've got the buy order set to like loads anyway, and we've got the money to afford it, so we're fine. 11.2k pop. Our main island is on 6.9k, so not bad at all. Should we have another look? So I think when this comes in up here, that's going to look so good. Now, bear in mind, if I wanted to expand even bigger, I've got a nice big section over this way. But I am quite happy with this. It'd be nice to hit 10k pop over here. I think once we get these bad boys in, we might get somewhat close. I think that can be built. Boom. We'll get that baby in because that's extra research. And then this is just going to require the 5 marble and some tiles. Right, we're going to get her aid. There she is. Oh, wow. She's got a quinquereme. I hope this isn't to take down the island. Head towards the convoy along with Diana's ship. Oh, it's over this way. It's only small anyway. We should be fine. And she's got a quinquereme. That quinquereme's going to take a few out on its own anyway. Just double check what we have. We got 3 Raider 1s, 1 Raider 2. Yeah, so I mean, they're loaded with weapons, but we should be fine. We're getting pretty close. Let's kind of see. I've got a couple of good ones. I mean, I've got the extra units on mine as well. So I've got... Where are they? Got this one, so extra hit points and self-repair speed. And I've got unfavorable winds. So that's just a speed one. Got a couple of units in there. So I think I'm going to spend... Oh, I need some more tiles, but I was going to spend on this actually. The health and fire from this would be insane. But I think we might need to move it further in anyway. Get those upgraded ready. We might have the tiles soon. We're about to fight though. Let's go check in. Is that it? Fire! Yeah, we'll just let them shoot. Queen Kareem took a beating, but we're going to take them down very quickly. Yeah, she's taking a massive quantity though, which is hilarious. There's 1 down, 2 down. Oh, look at the flame arrows hitting that man. And there it goes. That is so cool. Gotta love it. And that's it, is it? Wow, she's only just alive. They all went for her, so can't complain too much. Trying to retaliate on one of my ships coming across the bay here, so we might want to go and try and help it. Who did we get? The quest item. Right, we'll head back and then we should be able to catch these guys out. Hopefully we can get to our island. I haven't quite got the towers in actually. Let's see if we can get these weapons. No weapons being bought or anything over here. Well, it's going to be a little bit risky then. We'll see when we get in. I think we're going to be able to outpace it anyway. Has she got some ships? She's got 2 triremes. One's an attack one. Hopefully she can start hitting these. This trireme can take a bit of a beating anyway. It's got the hit points and cargo weight slowdown minus 40%, so we can keep moving pretty quickly with that one. And our units are against the wind. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time to get across. Well, let's start upgrading some of this anyway, see if we can get the water in. Oh, we're not quite going to have enough, so just got this a little bit here to do. Alright, our grapes trade's going to have to come back. I'm going to spin this one around because the pirates are coming in on mine again. Don't want to lose this one if I can help it. Should be able to run as soon as we hit that wind. We'll get into our towers. Yeah, we're good. I'm catching up on them anyway. I might go and deal with those before... No, let's do quest, then we'll come back. We're fine. And we've got our second ship out, so we should be able to get a bit of a hit on this. We'll get this hotkey just to run and defend with these guys. There we go. Hopefully go in range of the tower as well, so it'll take a bit of a beating. It's a big, great one that they're trying to hit, but we're with the wind there. And there we go. I'll get these two, get you kind of repaired up first. Then we'll get the other one repaired, and then we'll bring our other guy in. You're going to be fine. What about you? Right, it's important that you get back. There's only one more, but it is a Raider 2. I can't kill the Raider 2 with these two. And we'll give that quest to him. 50,000? Hello? I mean, we'll take it. Could have done that on my own, but it was nice not to lose a ship. I'm going to poke at this a little bit, and then we'll spin it around. There we go. Getting some good hits on it, actually. Very, very nice. Our singulars. You're going with the wind. I'm just going to let you sail back through. Look how much pigment we actually have now as well. But him facing that one has meant that he's going to take a bit of a beating from us. And our other ships are on the way. So this is the last one of his in the waters, which is good. And actually, these two are doing quite well. I didn't quite realise they're doing just fine. He doesn't quite have the range. We seem to have a little bit more on him. And now we can finish this. That means we now officially have all of the water. Look at the happiness in this island now. So good. It's fire and health. And I can get my wooden archer tower in now. Well, one of them. And we finished that tier. Boom. Let's get it going. Let's see what this one looks like. Up it goes. Right, let's see what the next one is then. So 300 mosaic, 60 gold. We have 56 already in stock. Construction is locked, so we need 250 of the next people. Not a problem. I have plenty of tier 2s who can get upgraded. We're just going to need some resources now. Hopefully we can get some marble pumping. Look at that, we've got our new options. The last two of these, I mean, I could get them happy. So we need about 900. I mean, we'll still be going. I think we're going to have to go for... Well, I think this needs to go in first. I think it's time we get in a few more houses then. And then we'll look to what we can do to make them happy afterwards. So with all these expansions, we're going to have issues with happiness for sure. So that's the main one we need to get sorted. Now, one of them is another sanctuary. So we're going to get one of these in. So I've moved some of the industry buildings down. I think we're fine to get this one in. Getting lots of fame. Let's see how close we are, because it is the last phase. We only just need to hit this. We're nearly there. So not bad at all. Oh, we seem to be getting threatened by our man here. I'm not too concerned about him though. I can't lie. Refuse. Accept his offer. He gives me 50,000. If I refuse to sweeten the deal, offers a fairly sizable sum of denarii, though he no doubt plans to make much more on the sale of the slaves. I'm going to be honest, I don't need the money, so I'm going to refuse. Whatever your reasons, this hasn't improved your diplomatic standing with the Scourge. This hasn't improved, but your conscience remains intact. Oh, it could have helped maybe the lady on there. Oh, well. Okay, that may have been the wrong decision. Probably could have kept the other guys off our back, but hey-ho. And we'll keep trying to get stuff in. We're pretty much conjoined as one now. I can move these around. They can also get anywhere. So I can actually reduce fire risk by moving all of these out. So destroy that out. If I want to build some more houses, I could squeeze some this way. These buildings are okay. I mean, I don't think any of these give unhappiness. This officium, I want to get one more in. Health area effect. I could... Oh, can I get an extra one in? Let's see. Fire safety, health is okay. Yeah, that's one way we can get fire safety up. Oh, resources coming in nicely. Let's continue the upgrades once more. Like I say, I think goods are fine. I've been buying them in. It's quite a good way of doing it. Get the rest of you in. These at the back need to also be upgraded. And probably get the roads done. Again, increasing unhappiness and all that sort of stuff as we do this. But is what it is. We're so close. We actually only need 200 more and we are fine. Workforce isn't that hard either. Wow, we've got the last options in. So, for the patricians, realistically, let's have a look at which one gives you good. So, we get happiness, and then the workshop itself. Oh, this looks pretty easy. We've got everything we need. I'm honestly thinking we get one of these in. Nah, should we just see if we can straight buy those? What about these guys, though? Income, house... knowledge and prestige. That is great for the which one does happiness though? Chariots do happiness, so let's buy in chariots if we can. Oh, we can literally just maintain a stock of, like, I don't know, maintain a stock of 60 chariots. We're selling so much, we're just fine on that. What do these do as well? Loungers are the same, so if we maintain a stock on loungers, because they're quite a big production chain. So we maintain the stock on those bad boys as well. Let's see. Yeah, just the loungers a need. And then if we get one of... to be fair, if we got one of these... What's that? Cloaks as well. Cloaks are another good one. There's just no reason to not buy them right now. So I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to upgrade this. Because this is just going to fix... That just fixed all of my stuff, I think. So we got our health and fire safety. It's just the happiness, which will come in with those items. And I think we've now got the construction phase can start, so we've got the workforce. Let's do it. There is a lot that needs to go in. Alright, just nip it across to Albion now. I think we should be pretty good. We've got our ships that are showing their faces. We've got another 2 on the way. And we've got defenses, so I feel like over here is fine. I have now got some of the basics. Now, our main issue is going to be the Wader workforce. What I might do is try and get one more ship out And then we'll get the workforce up and going. We should be absolutely fine, but at least we'll have a handful of ships just to stay protected here. Both islands are fine. This one actually is better than the other one in the way that it's got double defense at each. And we're still producing the weapons as well. Let's see how many we've got. 61 tons of weapons at this island as well. So I'm just stocking them. If we need to move them across, at least we have everything. Just getting some more gold ore and clay in on a couple of our spare river slots so I can really just keep going with these guys. I think I can get a bridge over there. And I'll just get another one this way so I can get some more set up. Honestly, pretty damn crazy. If we look, our happiness has dipped. That means, gone up, sorry. That means we have got some of our resources in. I can see we now have cloaks, which gives a bigger income, as you can see. And I think we're soon going to have, I've got more fine coming in, and we'll have the loungers as well. So all in all, it's just that. And honestly, just from that, it's going to be crazy. And once we've got the Amphitheater, it's +3 happiness anyway for literally everyone, and we've got no issues then. Prestige is through the roof, but we are literally a minor monstropolis at the moment. Realistically then, is there anything we can do with these? I mean, we've got spare Sandarek over here, so maybe a cushion stuffer. Like, so if we buy dye works in or something, and then we get in a cushion stuffer, why not? And a chair maker, because this one gives, that's fire safety. It does give prestige though. So fire safety I'd rather keep out of the way, but I can pillow stuffer. It's so silly. I'm going to get this as far away as I can to reduce the fire need. And yeah, we'll try and get those in ourselves. Now, chariots are an absolute pain. I'm pretty sure. Horse breeder. How does this work? Ooh, that gives happiness. Could just put this in. Yeah, we could get some horses going. I wonder if we can squeeze it this way. Maybe in here. Yeah, we can. Let's get one of those in, because that's going to help happiness then. We'll start to get some horses. Now, horse catcher's in the other one, but at least we can get the happiness up with that. I wonder if I get another one. This sounds rather weird, but actually, if we go this way as well, and we get that one in, that's going to reach this warehouse. And it will gain some happiness here as well at the cost of health, but I think that's good. And look at that fire safety after we got the Vigile upgrade, you know. I've got no unhappiness buildings near anything else, really. I think the Garum needs to be done, though. I'm going to stick this out the way. We had one more shortage on that as well. So if I just plonk you here, get that one in as well. And we'll check in on consumer goods. Then it was just wine, wasn't it? And amphora is pretty much there. So I think that'll bring, yeah, we're almost in surplus again. Oh, we've got the beds in. Right, we're back in. Look at this, 1.2k health. So what I did do, I put in our officium in this area, and I've got nature specialists, so workforce and upkeep costs needed in these ones reduced. And I've got this nature breeder. So horse breeder in range, health plus 1.5. Now, we haven't quite got it, but I was tempted to move this a little bit further. It's a bit of a weird one. So if we were to move a horse breeder in here, we'd increase it even more, but I was looking. And we're okay. Now, I did put in another guy on this one. So I'm just going to show you. I put in Zeno Salvia. So he gives a plus 0.5 income plus 2 health within range. But no one other than just being residents within range. He is insane. So yeah, we're good. And we are, well, 10 minutes remain. I mean, we just need a little bit of each and then we're good. So we've done the gold. We've done all this. And I realized all along a mistake I was making. So for the jewelry, you actually need the raw minerals, not the broken down one. So we've got an insane amount of mineral crushed minerals, but we don't have any of the raw ones, right? So we've got plenty of fine glass, but not enough of the other stuff. Everything else is good though. So if we get those necklaces in, that is another load of income. I mean, we're flying nearly on 500,000 now. So I could make this even better by going out now and having a quick look at who's got what. So we can just come in, see who's got an item. So if you've got someone who's really good, research, knowledge area effect, that's specialist. With a glass blower in range. So we kind of can re-roll. Pig farms in range. There's some that I don't want. like, got to be careful I'm not overdoing the costs on these. I could get some really simple ones as well. As I say, if there's a happiness one, there's a 90k. Snailery and sheep farm, pig farm in Latium in range. Minus 35% workforce. 80% upkeep cost minus. He's really good. We've got pig and sheep farms together. We don't have snailery, so there would be no point in that. The other thing I haven't been doing is having a look, but look at this guy as well. It's 386. I don't have any of that, but there's also nice military ships that I need to keep coming, so I'm going to go put these in with these guys. But yeah, we can keep buying the military ships. We can also look at their people that we've got. So residence is in range, prestige plus 1.2. That could have been good, but I can keep re-rolling. Lavender grower in range. We've got those everywhere. So belief area effect would be plus 1. We don't have togas. Yeah, fire safety from Amphitheater if supplied. That one would be insane. It's just changed, unfortunately, but that would have been a really good one. Yeah, residence there, look, it's just straight money as well. So I could spend time rolling these. There is some out in Albion as well, but I don't need them. In Albion, I've got a stack of 6 ships now as well, so we, well, feel relatively, not relatively safe, but safer. Not as good as Zara, though. But yeah, we'll take the 6. There's a lot of ships floating around. I haven't had to use any land forces, which is interesting. But yeah, we have this smaller fleet. They're not the weakest. They have some good weapons on, so damage output's pretty good from them. So we're almost there. Look, we just need mosaic and 70 of them. We are trying to make it as fast as we can. We've got 3 buildings pumping it out. We've got everything we need for them. They're just a little bit slow. Good news is we are making the brooches now also. So these are super happy. Look at all this now. Really good place. And knowledge-wise, we're doing the despotism now, as we've done the other ones. I did move a few up, if you remember. I can do simultaneous repairs, which is pretty good. Scorpions with attack range and attack speed. But honestly, most of it, I'm going to be finished before I need any of these. And I will remind you at this point, if you want to see more movies on Anno 117, do make it known. It is a big, big help to know what people want to see. I'm going to move that siege workshop up to the top. I'm just going to quickly finish that. Look how quick that goes, man. Same with fuel, because that's going to help too. So we'll get that moved all the way up. Just, I should have got the smaller ones done first. There's so many. There we go. We've got the the rock throwers. Good. Yeah, a few of the smaller ones won't take long. I just want to say, whilst we finish this off, look at this place now. Got things coming through everywhere. This is going to look so epic. I cannot wait. I think we're fairly optimized too, considering. Wow, look how much money these chariots and stuff bring in. And the brooches. All of it brings in so much money. Look, we've got that filled out. We actually only need the 1. So once we've got the amphitheater in, we've maxed the patrician needs as well. So pretty good. I think it's probably time we added in that trade pier. So these guys can come elsewhere to trade. And I think right there is a good idea. So it just means all these trade ships coming in, because we've got so many of them, they can just come to this one. Now that in itself is super cool. Look at even just the harbour. Now in the future, I've been thinking about it. With that +3 income from near the fisheries, if you started your housing from here, you would get rich. Like very quickly. I mean, we're not having too much of an issue, but... Oh wow, there's quite a lot of pirate ships looming. We're all pretty small there. Let's bring our fleet forward. We are good. Got a bit of a second fleet forming as well over this way. And then I've got a couple of ships just chilling out this way. I'm just going to absolutely nail some of the pirates whilst we're here. Why not? I've got 2 either side of me, though. He's got quite a few ships, but I can take one of these small ones out. I'm going to turn back on the other ones anyway. And this one flurry should do the trick, or most of the trick. Yeah, that's definitely dead. Good. And we'll move back to these guys, because they are messing about. We are 536k now. Look at this income, man. It's just going up so fast. Super fast. Right, you're slowly going to start to see some trees and stuff coming in. I've been paving in between just to decorate it a little bit with some statues and stuff. Look at this. I love it. It's quite a lot of creative freedom you can definitely get out of it. That little statue there with the trees around it looks really nice. So I just point out we got the happiness all the way up now. These guys super, super happy. So it is just that now. They're pretty much getting everything in. So really, really good. We haven't got every single item in, but They are super happy, so we're all good. I've just been upgrading a couple more. Zaranitu wants an alliance. Yeah, we'll take it. I've got an alliance with all of these guys over here anyway, so we don't need to worry. It's just allowing me to learn all the chains and stuff. It's been really nice, actually. We're almost there as well. As you can see, the final 2 minutes, we just need 19 more mosaic. I'm trying my best to get them in. And there we go. All materials are in. The final piece to the puzzle is coming. Now, this will free up, obviously, loads of workers anyway. I just need to finish off these little bits. That's going to put our thingies right down, but honestly the income is insane and happiness as we get these guys up. We can up some of these. Now what I would do if I continue once this is done is to set up another island or two to get the production chains going. Phase completed. Look at that beauty. Oh my word.
Look at the size of it.
Look at the population boost we just got. So basically I can now upgrade these guys to the tier 2 to get the next one. Then that means we can just take this all to the next level. So I should be able to boom all of these guys up and then get all of these guys up. Basically transferring it to the top. This is going to cost an absolute fortune, but we're just doing the final bits, so it's all good. Let me take a look. Look at this thing. Holy crap, look at the town we built, man. Now, I know there's some more monuments down the tree, but I think this is a really cool place to end this one out. Guys, really appreciate you being here for my first ever Anno 117 movie on the channel. Now, if it is something you'd like to see more of, please do shout it in the comments. It really, really helps me, and I'd love to go for a more optimized, larger scale one. But this one, this whole project so far has taken me nearly 40 hours, so any love on it, I would really, really appreciate it. And thank you, as always, from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have a great day, though. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.